gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Dirty Dude said Trump lied on Qatar to force them to give money. Trump equals a piece of shit. Oh my God. J Hub, thank you so much for your super chat. Dirty Dude says Trump hated conservatives before 2016. Who we kidding? Let me see. Savage says, how much to put HB back on here? 50 to the cash app. 50 to the cash app. Let me see. Bob says CT is as devious as Proposition Joe. Oh, don't compare me to Prop Joe. You know what happened to Prop Joe, man, at the end. He said that won't be, yeah. What's up, Black Gen Z? Let me let.
What's good?
Shit chilling, man. Let me let King Shenard back up. Go ahead, Dale. You got the floor, buddy.
That's all I'm here to do as a panelist because there's need to be a conversation like this needs to be had. And if we don't talk about it, then who will? You're gonna have me on here and lie and not tell the truth? I'm here to tell the truth. And if you don't agree with me, then back me up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, but as long as I'm speaking my mind and my truth, like in Vogue said, free your mind and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shadow. So what I'm here to do is free my mind, speak my truth, and if you don't agree with me, look at it for yourself. You don't have to agree with me all the time. And it's cool. I got my opinion, you have mine, and I respect yours. You can respect mine. But if you don't agree with me, let's talk about it. Then I can back my own up. But as long as I'm speaking the truth, you have to hear the truth from me. That's it.
Thank you, Dale.
Hold on for a second. Bob with the $5 super chat says Chaotic would fire a guy, force him to sell his house, buy the house for pennies, then let his wife move in, and the rent will be paid by sex. All right, go ahead, King. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Black Gen Z. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so I just wanted to speak towards the Trump topic.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We need Trump back in, bro. There is no way that we can continue with Biden or the Democratic Party for that matter. And Black people are waking up. I'm seeing TikTok after TikTok saying the persecution that Trump is undergoing is making Black people say, you know what? He's a real ninja, bro. That's the conclusion. And us in Atlanta, we cheered him on.
Damn, man, Shenard, let him finish, bro. Dang, let him finish. He just got here.
What does a real N-word mean?
Shenard,
I'm just telling you what people are saying. I'm just telling you what people are saying on TikTok. What it means to you may be different than what it means to me, okay? But I'm just telling you what the streets are saying on TikTok. It's actually making hood niggas get more politically active, and that is a factor that I don't think the Democrats even, weighed in.
So you want to support a criminal, but you're advocating.
He's not a criminal, sir. He's being accused of inflated charges, and he's being politically persecuted. Okay, so where are his charges? I'm here in Atlanta. I'm here in Atlanta. What is he accused of, King Shenard? Since you know everything,
it's Queen Shenard. Queen Shenard.
What is he accused of? What are his charges, King Shenard? Because this is a serious thing. You said the man was a criminal. You said he's guilty. He hasn't been convicted of anything.
He's not been convicted, but what do you say about
he's innocent until proven guilty?
In this country, you are guilty until proven innocent. That's how
that's not how it is. That's not what's on the books, King Shenard. Otherwise, YNW Melly would have been locked up and the key would have been thrown away.
Mr. Mindset.
Black Gene, let me ask you a question.
We have due process in this country, sir.
Yeah,
And we want to keep it. And we want to keep it. That's why we need Trump back in there.
Yeah, keep thinking that. Keep thinking that.
Let me ask you a question.
You don't live in reality.
Hey, Dale, you don't
live in reality. You have no idea what he's being charged of. You have no idea. So are you a Biden supporter?
I support no one.
So do you vote? Do you vote?
There at all.
Then your opinion doesn't matter. If you're not politically active, if you are not a voter, then I don't.
You're the same class. Yo, I don't fuck with politicians.
Our ancestors died for the right for
us
to vote.
Politicians.
And you are forfeiting.
Then why are you here?
Our ancestors died.
You're being indoctrinated
for our right to
by
vote.
scammers.
We fought for that right, sir. We fought for that right, sir.
Don't give a shit about
honor your ancestors. You don't give a shit about your ancestors.
You don't give a fuck about you.
I thought that's what we were doing it for. Our lineage, our name, right?
That has to
Shenard is your last name, right?
Let me ask you a question, Black Gene. Let me ask
before you do, Dale, give me 1 second real quick. I got to read a lot of super chats. Japrice with the $2 super chat says, Uncle Dale works out, HB. Look at his neck. Bob with the $5 super chat says, Chaotic thought that the book of Job in the Bible was a malicious comedy. Bob with the $5 super chat says, CT, you would close a business just to watch people lose their livelihood. Oh my God. Go ahead, Dale. What is the question?
I have a question for Black.
Oh, by the way, Dale, if you want to remove people, you have to hit the super chat to remove. HB spends a lot of Skrilla over here. So if you want to
Dale.
I don't mind,
Yeah. Just spend some Skrilla.
No, bro, don't pay that tap dance for nothing.
Let me
just put some money down, Dale, if I offend you. I just want to know what's going on with you, man.
Man, listen, I'm not going to listen to you, HB. I'm gonna.
Am I offending you? Am I offending you, Dale?
I'm ignoring you. Let me ask this black man a question. Black Gene.
Wait a second.
He's trying to ask me a question. I want to get to the point. Come on.
Hold on for a second. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So let me ask you a question, Black Gene.
Yes, sir.
Say you want Mr. You know who back into the president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Do you realize that if he comes back, America will be a mess that is still in because of him? Now, before you answer that, let me go even further. I know that you are a Trump supporter, which I respect. Okay, I do respect people, Trump supporters. I respect that. But do you realize that if he comes back into this country, he's gonna make America divisive than what has already been in? Now, if he comes back, see, what I don't want in America is divisiveness. I don't want hatred in America. I want people to be together as one. But if he comes back with that bullness about this person is black, let's go and hate on him and hate on this wise, hate on that wise.
Dale, I hate to cut you off real quick.
Oh my God.
Give me 1 second. Yeah. Ever since I turned pro in 1989, I got this big super chat. Thank you so much, Francisco, for the $50 super chat. I really appreciate that. It says, HB, please be nice to Dale, but you can go in on Queen.
$50 is big to you.
I'm trying to. But Dale is rude. Dale is so rude.
Dale,
I don't get it. And Queen Shenard, you're a bitch. Go ahead.
Shenard was indoctrinated into believing his vote doesn't matter to stop him from exercising his own power. That's sad. Go ahead, Black Jen.
Pitiful. Dale, let me cut you off a little bit because you're a little long-winded, And I understand what you're asking.
I'm not.
No,
I'm actually.
I mean, you've taken.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
you've
you
taken
are.
about 90 seconds or plus of the time. I mean, I can get to your question. Let me just address the first point that you made. You said Trump was divisive. Here's the thing: people are too sensitive. Trump was speaking the truth, and people are too sensitive. We need to get away from that. Oh my God, I feel he makes me feel. No. Trump was doing things for this country. We had greater unemployment, black employment rather. We had higher black employment under the Trump administration. People were making the most money they ever had made within the last decade. We were entering a greater time in America where we were getting things started. But I will say the pandemic threw some things off, but we were on a trajectory up, bro. It's so crazy that you have that perspective, because if you actually ran a business, you would understand that once Biden got in office, everything changed. Everything changed.
But let me ask you this, and probably we as brothers, because we all brothers and sisters on here, but we're brothers, right? But if you think that Trump would have done more for us, you're dead wrong. But let me tell you why. Because and I'm gonna disagree with you on this. Trump has done way worse in America than we have seen in our entire lives.
No,
don't interrupt me. Let me finish. Because I'm here to speak my truth here. Do you realize that he didn't care about the man called John Lewis? Did you not know that he didn't care about this Texan girl that was a Texan lady? Do you realize?
Do you realize Biden doesn't care about Maui? Do you realize that thousands of children are missing in Maui and Biden doesn't give a flying fuck?
Can you check your cash app?
Let me finish. Do you realize that he was the one that kidnapped a Democratic woman?
Who?
A Democratic woman was kidnapped.
By Trump?
And hey, Dale.
What are you talking about?
Dale, hold on for 1 second. Who sent that cash up on the panel?
Me.
Oh,
you see the cash app I send you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, Dale, you're out of here for 20. Wait in the back for 20 minutes, man. He just got you up out of here.
yeah. Kill all day, like.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
Queen Shenard. Yeah. Queen Shenard, pay that 20 to keep him back. Pay that 20 to get him back, Queen Shenard.
Guys, hold on for a second. Dale, if you just wait in the back for 20 minutes, Dale, you come back at 3:12, okay, buddy? That was $20 cash up.
The fact that he said that Trump doesn't care, dude. Trump got Kodak out of jail. So the streets should already be sold on that. He got Kodak out of jail. He got the Ball brothers out of jail when they was over there in China finessing and stealing fake ass Louis bags from the Chinese merchants. So Trump cared, and when Americans were locked up abroad, he got them back. Brittany Griner sat for a minute. If she was over there in a Russian prison, rotting in a Russian gulag, Trump would have got her out in less than 2 weeks. That's how much Trump cared, because he was about action. He continued to work. Biden has the most days in vacationing than any other president combined, and all he's doing is sitting on his ass going to the beach because he's barely competent to even, do speeches or appear at important events. We just had a hurricane. Where is he at? We had the Maui fires. It took him weeks to show up. I mean, he's vacationing while we're having natural disasters going on in America. What is Biden doing for you? Trump was everywhere. He was jet setting. He was flying here, flying there, addressing the people. People love him. People hate him. It doesn't matter. He's showing up. And that's what we need in a president. That's why I'm voting for Donald Trump in 2024.
Yeah. He made you proud to be an American too. That's like the biggest thing for me.
He brought back pride in this country.
Well, I'm not.
Go ahead. No, that's to me, that's the biggest thing. To me, Trump always represented what an American was. You know, it's about getting the bag.
Entrepreneurship.
That's pretty much it.
Look at what Biden's son is doing.
But
look at what his son's doing with the laptop. I mean, they're bought and paid for.
But Mr. Mindset, in terms of the laptop and what kids are doing in terms of the White House, I mean, can we really say that the Trump kids have not done any differently?
Well, we didn't have coke in the White House, did we?
But you're switching the point. But you didn't.
No, you just mentioned the White House. What happening in the White House? We did not have cocaine in the White House when Trump was president.
Okay, but that's okay.
Hold on. We didn't have the mass immigration. You have illegal alien. You have illegal aliens sleeping in police precincts in Chicago, in New York City, all over the country. This is unprecedented. We're having the highest rate of inflation we've ever had in this country. Biden has welded the walls, the beautiful walls that Trump was building on U.S. southern border. He welded them open so that migrants could come free, or illegal aliens could come freely into this country. Biden is selling out this country. Do we want a country ran by the cartels?
Mr. Mindset,
I mean, come on.
So I guess I probably just say I'm independent, but I do agree with you in terms of the wall and the border, that we do have an open border at this point in time, and that I am vehemently disagreement with the Democrats and their stance. But in terms of going back to the original point, in terms of kids and how kids have abused the office and taken advantage of it, I see no difference there in terms of how kids.
What examples? What examples? Yeah.
Get some
what
good
examples?
Well, like Jared walked away with a $2 billion deal with the Saudis after he left office. How did he do that? What was he doing?
Yeah, after he left office.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
After he left office, keyword.
How did he do it though? How did he do it?
Exactly.
How did he do
what
it?
did he? Okay, what? That's
no. You're. I'm asking you. How did he do it?
How did he do? That's the question.
Okay, so if there's an investigation,
answer the question.
There's nothing criminal about what he did. There's something criminal about what the Bidens are doing.
How can you say that?
And the Bidens lied about it.
But
can you answer the question that you asked? Can you answer it?
I told you there's been any investigation until how that came about.
So that's your answer right there. That's the
DOJ, if the DOJ or the IRS or the SEC thought that there was something fishy about that, they would pounce on that like white on rice. I'm telling you right now, because they hate Trump so much. They haven't opened an investigation on that because there is nothing criminal that happened. Like you said, he did it after he left office, and he also has private businesses as well.
Exactly. He has private businesses during when Trump was in office.
So is there a criminal investigation open on that? Is there a criminal investigation open on Jared Kushner? Is there a criminal investigation open on Jared Kushner?
No.
Okay then. But is there a criminal investigation open on Hunter Biden?
Is there a criminal investigation on Trump?
Yeah, there's a criminal investigation on Trump.
We were talking about the kids. We were talking about the kids
being politically persecuted.
Mr. Savage has his hand raised.
Go ahead.
So, I don't understand how, in any way, you're going to make a comparison to the Trump children, to the Biden children, when old boy took his dead brother's wife. There's proof to his niece. There's proof that he threw a gun in a trash can near school. There's proof of him smoking that pipe. There's proof of him getting prostitutes. We know that there's proof that a Russian oligarch's wife sent dollars. Like, they've been going after the Trump family the entire time since 2016, and they have not gotten anything of concrete evidence on them, to the point where even if you're going to say that there's some sort of grounds for the RICO case in Georgia, unfortunately, prosecutor cannot charge a federal employee for things they did in office. So even that charge is a reach. You can't compare the two.
Yeah. And Biden's daughter even came out. She wrote a journal, confirmed in her journal that he was taking showers with her at an inappropriate age, buck naked. They've got dirt all on them. They are dirty. They are rotten. They need to get out of the Oval Office because they are disgracing this country's name. When Trump was in office, we had respect from nations because they knew Trump did not play. We had respect from nations. Biden can't even remember his last name when he's on stage. Can't read from a teleprompter. I mean, come on.
Hey, Gen Z, and also,
wait, is allegation Biden taking showers with his daughter?
There are not allegations. She wrote in a journal, and the journal was confirmed to be hers. She confirmed it verbally that she wrote in her journal that he was taking showers with her at an inappropriate age between when she was between 7 and I don't know. It happened for a long time. Exactly, it happened for a long time. And she confirmed it that it was her journal and she did write it. So I mean, this guy's disgusting, bro.
That's why James O'Keefe's headquarters.
Yeah, that's that. Go ahead, Savage. Go ahead. Sorry.
And this is the guy y'all are defending.
James O'Keefe, when he was working for Project Veritas, they raided his headquarters and they took his phones and employees' phones because he was given the diary and then he called the FBI or he called someone over and then they raided him. Like a week or 2 weeks, a month later, they raid all of his stuff before he got pushed out by the board. Not even just that. As soon as Trump became president, they had Russiagate where they said that he colluded with Russia and it was funded by Hillary. And it came out later that it was funded and it was a fake dossier.
Yes, it was. It came from Hillary Clinton. It was a fake dossier. It was fake. It's confirmed it's fake. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about what he said.
It is, yes, the dossier that she paid for.
You said it was funded by, it
was funded by Hillary.
Stop. Before you start.
Obama spied on Donald Trump's campaign.
No,
you cut me off.
Go ahead.
Hillary Clinton funded the dossier. The dossier was used to open the Russiagate investigation. So she funded it.
Fact.
Yes.
You're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong about the genesis for the Russian investigation was because of the guy who was out over in what I forgot which country it was. They got intel from that country about Trump having dirt on the Clintons, which was true during the campaign time. So that's how the investigation got started.
No, it's not.
It's not. That is how it.
The dossier was the smoking gun. We were told the dossier was a smoking gun. It was going to take Donald Trump down and show that he colluded with Russia. It was a nothing burger. It was faked. It was fake, completely fake.
Here's what's true and you can't dispute. We know that his Manafort, his campaign director, was colluding with the Russians, and he was giving them data because that's proof. That's proof out there. We know that
he
Trump.
wasn't.
So you saying that's a lie? Are you saying that Manafort did not share? Okay, then I can look that up. You can put me on pause because we can pull that.
By the way, excuse me, you Hunter Biden. That payment he got from Russia was the mayor, that oligarch was the mayor of Moscow's wife. So if anybody, and he's pretty close to Putin, so if anybody is a candidate to be Putin's puppet, it's Joe Biden. And also the puppet of Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh. So hopefully I don't get, next time I go to China, get in trouble.
Not just that, but Trump called Crane and asked them to look into this thing that Joe Biden said on camera, and he got impeached for quid pro quo, even though as the president of the United States, he can ask other governments to look into stuff. It's not illegal.
Hey, and didn't Trump give funding to all HBCUs indefinitely too? Didn't he do that?
Yeah, and Biden took it away.
Yeah, so I mean, and then Biden was the one that said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. This is what he said.
Yeah, I mean, if you vote for Biden in 2024, I mean, if you're not voting like King Shenard, then you're a damn fool. We fought for the right to vote and represent our voices and lift up our voices in this country. If you're forfeiting your right to vote, then, I don't know what to tell you. You don't belong in this conversation. But for those who have their right to vote, we need to go out in droves. We need to vote for Donald Trump because he is being persecuted, unfairly targeted by, the criminal justice system. And it's wild. They need to be chasing after real criminals who are killing people in the streets and instead of, going after Donald Trump. It's a waste of time and resources.
So, in terms of Ukraine situation and him speaking to Zelensky, I think it was confirmed at that point in time, he was asking him to open up an investigation.
I can't even hear this nigga.
The Ukraine thing is just a money laundering scheme. It's a way to get our weapons, our old inventory of weapons off. I mean, literally, and the bloodshed that's going on in Ukraine is getting destroyed in this war, and Zelensky continues to ask for more money. Ukraine they've got over 400,000 confirmed killed. Over 400,000 confirmed killed, and the Russians are really going easy on them. But they're sending their young men off to die, and it's disgusting, and it shouldn't be happening. And Biden let it happen by blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline and whatnot. I mean, we're just doing some sick shit over there, and it has to stop.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Triple seven.
You're on mute, Savage.
You can't defend Trump. You can't defend the impeachment of Trump for asking Zelensky to look in to the.
Hey, gentlemen, how are you guys?
Well, here's the issue. At that point in time, the campaigns had begun. So, in essence, he was asking a foreign company.
He did not say he was running for president. He had
Biden had ran for president during that time. Mr. Savage, you don't know what you're talking about. I can't talk to you.
I actually do.
You don't. No, you don't. You don't.
He had not confirmed his run at that time. Yes.
You do not know what you're talking about.
So
go ahead.
No. So you're gonna tell me I'm wrong. Okay, let's say I am. Is Trump running for president right now?
Yes.
And isn't the DOJ involved in the persecution of Trump, and he is Joe Biden's biggest rival, right?
And you go ahead.
It's yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're saying is, even though Trump wasn't going after Biden because Biden hadn't confirmed his run, but let's say he did. So he got impeached over that. So what you're saying is Biden needs to be impeached because the Trump, while he's on the campaign trail, is what you're saying.
Repeat that.
You're saying Trump's impeachment was okay because Joe Biden was clearly running for president, which isn't true, but we're going to go with it for the argument. So he was going against his political opponent from being president, and currently Trump's campaigning and running for president.
That's what I said. That was the whole basis for the impeachment. That was the whole basis for the impeachment because they're doing what he was running
so you're wrong, but we're gonna say for the argument's sake that you're right. The DOJ is currently going after Donald Trump right now, and that's Joe Biden's DOJ.
Okay.
And Trump's running for president right now, right?
Okay.
So Joe Biden needs to be impeached, correct?
No, because the investigation started before his. Started in a committee here.
So you just showed your bias, bro. So
no,
you've lost any argument you have.
I'm not biased.
Yeah. I mean, Barack Obama. Yes, you are. Barack Obama and Joe Biden spied on Donald Trump during his campaign and presidency. I mean, it's there's just too much dirt. The Democrats have to hold this L in 2024. Facts.
Okay, well, it remains to be seen.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are gonna cheat again.
Well, it's not like you guys are.
They want to shut down. They want to shut down the country again for this stupid COVID variant. I mean, y'all are going through all type. You have to do all types of trickery and
Mr. Mindset.
Witchcraft is crazy.
Mr. Mindset. I would.
You know that evidence came out this week, right?
Evidence about what? You said evidence came out this week about what? Did he freeze? Can you hear me?
It looked like Savage is broken.
You're breaking up.
Rob says, imagine how funny this conversation would be in an African language where they do clicks and pops. Oh my God. Francisco with the $5 super chat says, I don't recall Trump using an alter ego emails to correspond with China, but Biden has. Chris with the $5 super chat says, Trump and his kids worked for free for 4 years. Trump's donated his entire salary to the country. And, that's it. That's it. All right. Go ahead, guys. What's up, Trump?
Hey, what's going on, CT? How you been?
Pretty good. So you're back from the dead, huh?
Well, I'm actually back from a car accident, but thank you. And you know that, but that's real funny. So I'd just like to say one, I'd like to say I was curious as to why everyone's talking about Biden and Trump when none of you guys probably even really voted, to be honest. Like neither of you guys up here probably even went to the polls. Are you serious? Excuse me, sir. Don't interrupt me. I was just curious why you guys have so much to say about Biden and Trump, but you guys probably all voted for Biden, really, because you guys were the same people saying, "Oh man, we need a change. We need a change in the government and all this stuff." But like, you guys love supporting Trump. Trump don't give a fuck about you guys. He doesn't. He cares about staying out of jail. All right, why are you guys slobbering this white man's penis for real? Why?
Supporting somebody.
Borderline. Hang on, YMCA. Hang on, YMCA. So first of all, put a shirt on. You don't come up to it. You don't come up to a professional channel. You don't come up to a professional 651. I see you. At least 651 has a tank top on. You have a weird ass.
I got a tank top on too. What are you talking about?
You got a gay wife beater on. Why are you wearing that on a podcast?
See what I mean?
So evidence of fraud came out today. In 2020, there was a woman that dropped off 8,000 ballots to the county office, and they called the sheriff, and the sheriff went and raided her headquarters, and they found a bunch of guns, silencers, prepaid cards, cell phones, and more paperwork to request ballots. The company that she worked for has 20 offices around the country in swing states. The prosecutors turned it over to the FBI, and the FBI buried it. So it's a fact. It's a fact.
So FBI buried the information?
Yes. The same ones that buried the laptop from hell.
Trump's FBI buried the information.
Well, it wasn't Trump's FBI because James Comey was still in power. You had to fire him first.
Trump, you just used the analogy that this FBI is under Biden, so that means.
Well, you do realize that most
the bureaucracies are controlled by the Democrats.
It's Trump's FBI.
You do realize that most of the brass are Obama appointees, right?
FBI.
You realize that, right?
He was appointed by Trump because he fired Comey and he put someone else new. Trump FBI buried the information on him that could have saved him, is what you're saying. Not to mention all the other stuff you lied about. What about the stuff that the $7 billion lie that Fox News had to pay out behind the lies about the voting machine? Do you agree that was a lie? Do you agree that was a lie that they told?
I haven't looked into the case. I don't know.
You haven't looked.
But just because they paid out doesn't mean it wasn't true. Settlements happen. Settlements happen all the time. I mean, come on. If you know anything about class actions, settlements happen all the time. You're going to settle to pay the lower cost now than pay the bigger cost after going to trial.
That's why the main lady who was leading it, Ms. Kraken herself, she's the one. She's reneging on her story. They're saying she shouldn't have been believed by anybody.
Well, you do realize that CNN ran a special episode where in 2008, a guy hacked those machines on camera, right? It is possible to hack them.
Granted. So guys, I'm not like I said, I'm an independent.
You're a progressive.
So who are you voting for?
I'm not a progressive.
Who are you voting for?
Progressive. If you guys put up Trump or Vivek, my vote is going out either way. I like Nikki. I like Durham.
I'm gonna vote for
no. Who are you voting for in the primaries, bro?
Probably won't vote in the primaries.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll let you guys put out whoever you want to. But I know one thing. I know one thing. I'm not going to vote for Trump again. I'm not voting for Vivek. I like Nikki. I want Nikki in there. I like that. What's that?
Bro, Nikki is a warmonger. She wants to stay in Ukraine.
Hey, I got a question. Are you a man? Do you have a penis and balls?
Anyways, who are you gonna vote for, bro? Come on, let's give it a vote.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You didn't hear me?
I already answered that.
If it's Biden and Trump, you say you're not gonna vote for Trump?
Are you a man?
I said I will not be voting for Trump. I will not be voting for Vivek.
Would you vote for Biden?
Yeah.
Hello, are you a man?
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, if you put Trump up against Biden, I'm voting Democrat.
Wow, that's crazy. All right.
Okay. So I just don't like him.
Do you have penis and balls, bro? I need to know if you're a man. Do you have an
That's what I had. Go ahead.
I am human first. Remember, you can also kick Savage up out of here too. By the way, go ahead.
He could stay. He's not a non-factor.
Well, Dale, it looks like you have a fellow Biden supporter on the panel. Dale, you're on mute, sir.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Yeah, you have a fellow Biden supporter. What say you?
Dale, do you support Biden because your mom supports Biden?
Listen.
I Am Human supports a woman for president because he was raised by a single mom and he's a beta bitch.
I'm sorry.
Listen. I vote for people who I believe is the right person to be the president of the United States.
Well, he wants to stay black.
But do you think Biden is physically capable of being president for 4 more years?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm going to I don't know, but what I do know is that I'm hearing about Mr. Cornell West wanted to be the president of the United States, and that's who I'm voting for.
Who? So you would vote for Cornell West?
Yeah, because I believe that he would bring people together. I believe that he would stop the war. I believe that he would do whatever it is that he wants to do as the president of the United States.
Okay, Dale, real quick, can I ask you a question? So,
Cornell West won't bring people together. He's a race baiter. He's going to be.
Wait a minute.
Dale, hold on for a second. Cornel West, upon being president, you're saying that he will stop the Ukrainian war?
Yes, he would stop all.
How would he do that? Can I ask you a question? Now, he would go over there and do what? Go ahead. What would he say?
He would say, let's stop this war and bring people together and how they think. It's about thinking before you even do it.
He would call Putin on the phone, and what would be the conversation? Go ahead, sir.
It's not about who's going to be who the naysayer is going to be. It's about coming together. It's about stopping the war. It's about bringing people together. That's what it is. But if Putin and Dr. Cornell was having a conversation, it would be like, hey, man, look, I need you to stop this war from happening in Ukraine and blah, blah, blah. Then they would stop it and everything. And I think that he would do it. And I trusted him.
Wow.
Just like I trusted Biden, but I don't believe that Joe Biden will even be a president of the United States that long. I'm praying for things to get better in this country than just being in the mess that it is in. And Joe Biden didn't have a right to go to the Ukraine and start a war there. He wasn't even supposed to be in that war.
Dale, I'm sorry, but your prayers aren't going to change this country. We need you to go out and vote. We need you to go out and vote for President Trump because
I'm not voting for that devil of the United States of America. I'm not voting for that devil.
So you would vote for Biden if he was up for election again against Trump?
Like I said, I don't know, but all I do
Come on, bro. That's not a stance. You know who you're voting for.
What do you want me to say here?
I want you to tell us the truth. Who are you going to vote for?
I'm just telling you.
Ron Reese with the $2 super chat says, "CT Dale sounds like Maya Angelou." I guess I don't hear it. Bob with the $2 super chat says, "Dale got a big ass head." Says, "What about Qatar and what Trump did to get jarred?" Now, do you want to answer Black Gen Z's question?
Look. I already answered the question. I vote for who I believe is the right person for the United States of America, and if you want to go on that road, and like I said on the previous show that I was in with KI Truth, I said if you wanted to go on that road where Trump is, you go with that road. But I'm not voting for a man who don't give a darn about this country. I'm not voting for a man who.
So you'll vote for a race baiter that doesn't care about the country.
Give a damn about this country. He's literally undergoing prosecution to be the next. No, he's not. He hasn't been charged. He hasn't been convicted of anything. He hasn't been convicted of anything. You can't call him a criminal before he's being convicted.
I know a criminal when I see one.
What are the charges then? What did he do? What is he being accused of?
For that January 6th.
What are the charges? Not for that January 6th shit. No, give me the charges. Because that's not what's happening in Georgia.
Well, you know the charges. You read it.
I asked you what the charges were. Since you were so adamant that he was a criminal, what crimes have he broken? What crimes has he broken?
Let's be candid and let's have an honest discussion. Since you want to support Trump so much, what has he done for you?
I just told you. Under Donald Trump.
I'm not talking about the people. I'm not talking about anything. I'm talking about what has he done for you.
What has he done for me?
You know what the answer is, and you know what the answer? What has he done for you? Nothing.
That's not true. If you understand,
he has done nothing for you.
That's not true. That's not true. Trump gave out grants. Trump gave out grants to small businesses. I own a small business, a black business, and I know many other black entrepreneurs in Atlanta, Georgia, who went through the.
Care about you.
Yes, he does, and he gave financial incentive to people who own businesses, specifically black businesses. And we had the highest rate of employment under Trump. No. You're not going to stop these facts, brother. You are not going to stop these facts. Let me finish because I didn't interrupt you. Dale, come on now. Come on now, Dale.
I know
keep it fair.
When I see one an act
and Donald Trump looks like a criminal to you?
Yes.
Do you see Donald Trump sagging his pants and walking around with a strap? No. Those are the people we really need to be going after. Donald Trump is being unjustly persecuted by his political foe, and it's disgusting. It's not good for this country.
Bro,
what are you talking about? It's the dismantling of democracy. They cheated in the 2020 election, and they're trying to rig this one again.
They're not cheated.
It's absolutely unacceptable.
The election wasn't even stolen. We played fair and square. You're being fooled, man. You're being fooled.
No, you're being fooled, sir.
And let me tell you why you're being fooled. Because if you want him back to this country, he's gonna divide us all.
You think that Cornell, the race baiter, is not going to divide the country?
No.
All Cornell talks about is killing white folks. Come on.
No.
Getting back justice from slavery. Like he's stuck in the past.
Dale, real quick, JB, Jonathan Barronville got you up out of here for $20, 20 minutes. He wants me to tell you to go suck your thumbs.
I'm not going anywhere.
He got he hit the cash out.
I am not going anywhere. I'm staying here and I'm going to keep speaking my truth until the day that I go to heaven.
Well, you got to wait for 20 minutes though, okay?
All right, I'll wait.
Yep. Okay.
I think he's going to vote Democrat because he's afraid that his SS check's going to get shortened.
Real quick, Rilla is in the chat. Rilla says he says if a black man was under 4 indictments, you all would call him more than a criminal.
If there's evidence.
But let me check Rilla. Rilla, Kwame Kilpatrick, when he was the mayor of Detroit, as corrupt as he was heralded as a hero. Heralded as a hero. Even while in the penitentiary, he was heralded as a hero. Black people loved him. And when Trump pardoned him, Negroes gave him a coming home party. Stop it, Rilla. Stop it. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if he's talking about a black man was under 4 indictments, no. If there's not any evidence, then we wouldn't. There was just a football player who was accused of a second-degree murder because he was protecting himself because a crazy-ass woman that he was smashing, a married woman at that, had basically called her brothers to come pull up on him and stuff like that. And everybody online, I forgot his name, but everybody online was like, he's innocent, and he actually did shoot and kill somebody, but he was doing it in self-defense. We supported him. If there is evidence that somebody committed a crime, then yes, we're gonna say, oh yeah, he need to be, arrested and thrown away your key. And that's the standard that we should keep. But with this Trump situation, there is no real evidence. Everything that Trump did was in accordance to the law. You may not like the way he said things, but he didn't break the law.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Savage.
Anybody?
I think Savage.
You muted us. Yeah.
Yeah. 651. Go ahead, guys.
No, I'm lagging.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I think.
How about this? Go ahead.
Man, I think Trump hasn't did anything differently what other politicians have done over the years. I just think they out to get him, Democrats and Republicans, and they just don't want him in office because you can't contain him. When he's in office, you can't control him. Every other president over the years, they've been politically, had favors. Even as a Republican president, he had favors with Democrats, he had favors with Republicans. And as a Democrat, a lot of politicians, they had favors with Republicans, they had to shake hands. Trump is the first modern day president that he just don't give a fuck. He have no political ties with anyone. And he say he's a Republican, but he don't give a fuck about poor white people. Let me tell you right now, in Alabama, Mississippi, the Deep South,
I disagree. He gave $28 billion to the Iowa farmers. He definitely cares about
Obama did too. And them Iowa farmers are not poor. I went to school up there. They're not poor. Trust me.
Well, let me hear from Black Gen Z on this one. Do you and what other evidence do you have to substantiate that he cares about poor white people? Black.
I don't think.
When they did the scam-demic, he gave out stimulus checks. He gave out the ability for PPP loans, EIDLs. I mean, he was giving out grants.
That was the Senate.
And it got approved by Trump.
Yeah, but he had no choice. His hands were tied because everybody was talking about. Everybody was talking about.
He did multiple rounds of it. He was the one who.
My bad. I'm talking over. I'm acting like a Negro. Go ahead.
He was the one who was advocating for it because he knew that the shutdowns would affect the economy negatively. Trump was out there fighting for us to get the and if you did it right, then you're good and you benefited from those loans and you benefited from those stimulus checks that he sent. If you did it wrong, then that's on you. If you didn't fill out the paperwork right, or you tried to make it seem like you had more employees than you did, or you tried to get more money than you get, because I took advantage of it when it came out because I own a small business, and that's the issue. A lot of people were taking advantage of it and they didn't own businesses. They were trying to get it with a CPN. We already know those scammers and stuff like that. They are now being targeted by the Biden administration. I think Trump wouldn't he would have went after him, but he wouldn't have been as vicious as Biden is doing. Biden's going after the people who did the PPP loan scams, and he's giving them 10, 15, 17. These dudes are getting football numbers. So I don't see your point.
As far as what?
As far as Trump doesn't care about the poor, Trump cares about this country, and he knows that the backbone, his base, are the poor white farmers, or not even farmers, but just the poor white disenfranchised whites who are in trailer parks and whatnot. That's his base, so he definitely cares about them. Have you ever watched one of his? He's bringing 30,000 people out to a show.
You don't think they vote because you don't think, like, similar to Obama voters, a lot of people voted, a lot of African Americans voted for Obama, even though he probably wasn't in their benefit. They voted for him because he was black. You don't think because of
poor white people? So you're saying they're voting for him because he's white?
You don't think
he's not poor?
Wait, ho. You was the same person that said a lot of black people voted for Obama because they were black.
I mean, I never said that on this panel, but
not on this panel, but you seem like you said that.
I mean, I agree, yes.
Okay.
I didn't say
whoa, stop. So you don't think a lot of poor white people vote for Trump because he's white? Even though he's not in his benefit?
No, because his opponent is white. No, because his opponent is white too. It doesn't make sense. Your logic has no basis because his opponent is white too. So that would just mean that they would vote for Biden because he's white. No, they're not voting for Trump because he's white. They're voting for Trump because he lets his nuts hang. He says what's on his mind. He says what he means, and he's a real, authentic person. He doesn't care about how the media is going to spin his words. No. That's why people relate to Trump, because he can't be controlled.
He's not that. Yeah, hold on. He's not
he doesn't hold his tongue. That's why people
he's not a politician. Yeah, I said he's not a politician. He can't be controlled. I agree with that.
Because he's a badass and he says what's on his mind.
That's a dumb reason to vote for anybody.
No, it's not. I would rather get an authentic person who tells me, hey, build a wall because these immigrants are flooding in. Yes, I believe in the wall.
You're an immigrant. You're not Black American.
No, I'm not. I'm a U.S. citizen. I was born in this country.
You're tethered. I can tell you.
No, I'm not.
So
all of my ancestors are from Georgia.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Oh, he's a Negro.
Okay, then don't believe it. I can show you my family tree.
You're not from this country. The people's in.
No, you're not from this country. Aren't you mixed with Haitian or something? What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, my Nigerian. Listen.
Okay, you're not from this country.
Listen, time out.
I'm a quarter from this country.
Listen, hold up.
25% from this country.
Whoa. They say by
I'm 100% from this country,
by
sir.
the third generation. By the third generation, they say that's when you like lose all like somebody like Chaos. Can I use you as an example, Chaos?
My grandparents were
Hold
sharecroppers.
on. They say by the third generation. So let's say like Chaotic. He said people from Nigeria, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So they say by the third generation, they say that's when you actually like you kind of lose in touch of like a lot of my like in South Florida, like a lot of Jamaican and Haitian island people. They say by the third generation, that's when you kind of cut like where your ancestry from, like from the islands or Africa or wherever you from. They say that's when you like kind of fully become American by the third generation. That's what they typically say.
Look,
third
here,
generation.
I'm from this country, and I'll give you a background. My grandfather was a sharecropper in this country.
Yeah,
He used to
Chaos,
take
so your
cotton
kid-
in South
your
Georgia,
kids,
and
you
his
probably
mother,
second generation.
his mother, who was living when I was still young, remembers the march on Atlanta from General William Sherman. So I'm definitely from this country. I have claims to this country.
Ain't nothing
I love this
proud
country.
You don't have to prove. You don't have to prove nobody that you from.
And
the country.
that's why I'm
You're
voting for
Negro.
Donald Trump in
You're a Negro.
2024.
We
Let's
all
go.
come from Africa at the end of the day.
Okay, well, I mean, then go. Okay, then why don't you go vote in the African African rebellion or African coup that they got going on in Niger? Go participate in those armies. Then go join the military in Niger.
Keishner, can I ask you a question? Would you ever walk up to Al Pacino or
And let me
Robert
just
De
put
Niro?
this out there. I have no European ancestry.
Would you ever walk up to Al Pacino and say he's a
Congratulations.
Would you ever do that, Keishner, to like Danny DeVito and all those like guys? Would you ever do that to them? Like Robert? Would you ever do that?
Say it again.
Say they're not really. Would you ever walk up to Al Pacino and say he's not really an American, right? Would you ever do that?
Yeah, he's not.
Okay.
They
What about
immigrant.
Farrakhan? Would you ever walk up to Farrakhan and say he's not an American?
Oh, he's definitely not an American. His people are from the
Jamaican.
If you're just
Yeah,
equal
Jamaican,
across the board with what you're saying, okay? Because
He was never for black people. He just scammed them. Just like
what I mean is that the people who are first generation or second generation, do you not consider those people? So a lot of the whites who came up, damn man, who do you consider an American?
If your ancestors were not in this country before the Civil War, you don't got no say in this. In this
third generation.
Do you realize
bro.
that?
It's the third
do you
generation.
realize that's damn near 50% of the American population?
Exactly.
Probably even more than that.
Right.
Because a lot of people came
Right.
here on
Yeah.
What did your
way
people
after.
think, chaotic?
Huh?
He has no political stance. He's not even voting.
You guys have it twisted when you say American. What does American mean to any of you?
You've been born in America. An American, bro.
What the hell are you talking about?
You reaching.
It means
I agree.
You were born free.
This country
It
is
means
a
that-
land of immigrants. But you
Keisha,
guys are trying to start some sort of.
No.
You guys
Keisha,
are-
I agree. I agree with
a
lot of. I'm not one of these guys that disagree with a lot of things you say, but you kind of reaching now. You acting like one of them modern people now that's on social media. To be American, all you do is got to be born in America. Well, when I say third generation, they say typically by the third generation. You like, I grew up in South Florida, so it's a lot of Caribbean based down here. They say by the third generation, like somebody that's from Jamaica, like they might be second generation. They say by the third generation, they might not have the dialect. They might not understand like a lot of, like they might can speak the dialect, but they're gonna favor more American than anything. They might hold on to their Caribbean base, but they say by the third generation, that's when you like fully become.
Okay,
like,
but how
American.
do you feel about Caribbean folks being lumped into Black American issues? Like, let's say if a Caribbean,
it doesn't matter.
Wait, hold on. My people Bahamian. Like I'm fourth generation. But my family Bahamian. Like if you send me to the Bahamian, I got cousins over there. I don't speak that stuff. They call me a Yankee. Like I'm more American than Bahamian. You know, I grew up in a somewhat Bahamian household.
Look at you have the same view. Listen, you have the typical views as a tether.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo. Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
that
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Jaquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
You have the same mindset.
No, we don't have the same view. No,
dude, you have no views. You have no stand.
Me and him don't have the same views. I promise you that.
But you guys pretend like y'all are Black Americans. That's my point.
What the fuck? I am Black American.
What?
Bruh,
no one man has the same views as another man. Here's the thing, King Shark.
I have a southern dialect. I have a southern dialect.
Here's the thing, King Shark. You're trying to practice this divisive. Like, why are you trying to do divide and conquer amongst Black people? It doesn't matter. If you were born in this country, you have a birthright. You should be voting. You should be participating politically in this country. If you were born in this country, you are an American. You have a right to say something of how this country is run. This country is a republic. It is run by the people.
You don't have the same history as Black Americans.
Yes, I do. I just told you.
The only difference is
and I doubt that you're even 4th generation.
I'm deeper than that. I'm deeper than that, son.
I'm talking about I know you are, but I'm talking about what's his name? 65.
Okay, Keisha, the only difference is my people was enslaved. Hold on. My people was enslaved by the British. Your people been enslaved by American. That's the difference.
No, like I said, I'm 50%. I'm 25% Haitian, 25% Geechee.
Well, your people, so you probably
my mother's
Geechee is like South Carolina, North Carolina, Bahamian.
In Florida.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yes, my mother is actually from Florida.
Yeah, so she probably Bahamian.
She's Haitian and Geechee.
Geechee is kind of North Carolina, South Carolina, and
yes, and most people don't think like y'all. Especially
Geechee, nigga.
Especially Haitian. We don't think like y'all.
Brothers, those are going out for Trump, bro. Come on, are you tripping, dude? King Shannon,
no. They're not the ones in South Florida. Not the ones in South Florida. They can't stand Trump.
That's not what I seen. I seen they was rallying around Kodak getting pardoned on that.
Well, Kodak, that's political. That's political. But I'm saying for the most part, the Haitians, the Haitian people down, the Haitian Americans down here, they're not voting for Trump.
And I'm proud to say that I'm 100% African. It'll DNA everything just to make sure,
bro.
Congratulations, bro. My point is, what do we have to do to get you to come out and exercise your right to vote? Our ancestors died for the right to vote, and by you not exercising that right, you're slapping them in the face. So what do we have to do to get you to come out and vote in 2024?
I'm slapping them in the face.
Hold on, please let me say this. Hold on, brother.
Democrats and Republicans are the same.
Well, if you're not participating in your local elections, then you're doing the same thing.
Let me say this, please. Brother, Black Gen Z, you made a good point. King Shanar's point is that the brother 65, or whatever his name is, his ancestors did not die for the right to vote in the U.S. He's not ethnically American. That was King Shanar's only point, brother.
Oh, ethnically, yeah. Okay.
If his parents were born in this country, were your parents born in this country? 65?
Yeah, my parents.
Okay, then
I'm not sure about my dad.
Then they underwent civil rights. So
my mom was.
They were okay. Well, they were his mother.
Are we really trying to argue who's blacker or who's more?
No, that's not. No, we're not saying who's blacker. We're saying no. You're not listening, brother. No, you're dumb. No, you're dumb. Hold on, you're dumb. No, we're not arguing who's blacker. We're saying who's ethnically American and who's not. It's two different things. Now the brother is ethnically Bahamian.
Okay,
I'm
gonna break it down simple.
He's ethnically Bahamian. All right, brother, please. You spoke enough, brother. Hold on, brother. You spoke enough, brother. Please let me.
Let's talk about which one of you guys
I would not be.
Hold on, brother. Bahamian, you spoke enough, brother. Please.
I would not get a check.
All right, we know that, brother. We know that, brother. We know that, brother.
My great grandmother was 100% Cherokee.
The crazy part about the whole thing, none of you guys are Native American, so y'all are not.
Speak for yourself. Hold on. Speak for yourself. I took a DNA test. Hold on, Emmanuel. Exactly.
You niggas go.
Exactly, Emmanuel.
No, my grandmother was 100% Cherokee. My great grandmother. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Get out of here.
There's nothing wrong.
That's a fact. I literally have a family heirloom Bible with my whole genealogy. What are you talking about?
Emmanuel is a buffoon, literally. He came up here to clown. He's a buffoon. I'm asking a simple question, brother. Why is it hard for us to acknowledge that there's an ethnic difference between African Americans and Afro diasporans from other countries? Black immigrants, they are ethnically different from African Americans. There's nothing wrong with.
But I didn't grow up in the Bahamas.
Yes, but ethnically, you're from the Bahamas. That's where your ancestors.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
Both my parents
all American.
But
that's what matters.
Hold on,
Black Gen Z. Hold on, are you not listening, brother? We're establishing the difference between ethnicity. Okay, so what part are you confused about? Hold on, let me head the dialogue with Black Gen Z.
I'm not confused about anything.
All right, so hold on, Black Gen Z. You know that there are ethnic differences between Black people from around the world, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you know that there's an ethnic difference between an African American and a Bahamian American, correct?
Bro, they all come from the place, bro. At the end of the day,
respond.
Nobody.
It's about experience. It's about cultural experience. At the end of the day.
So what have you experienced? Because I mean, you're talking all this shit. What have you experienced? You won't show your face. Come on.
My point is, you have these tethers. I'm only using that word for a reason. I don't really care for that word, but I'm only using that word for a reason. Y'all don't give a shit about anything about the Black American experience throughout the history of this country. Y'all don't care about that.
You're wrong, bro.
At the end of the day, you got, like you said,
King Shan, let me ask you this. Since they don't care, why don't we just go to their countries and buy real estate and get involved in politics and stuff?
Exactly.
We just gotta do the same thing to them. Really, It's not rocket science.
And then you know what happened if you would go to another country and talk?
No, you're gonna live. No, brother, you're gonna increase. No, you're gonna increase. You're gonna increase your standard of living. I'm outside of the U.S. right now, brother. You can bring a U.S. dollar. Bring a U.S. dollar. Let me say this: bring a U.S. dollar to the Caribbean or Latin America. You will live like a king.
You're living like
you don't gotta be mad at immigrants in the U.S. Just get even. Don't be mad. Get even.
Right. Exactly. And then the locals, they're gonna get mad at you for that.
Brother, the locals gonna love you.
I'm half a Negro in America.
What y'all don't realize is the struggle for a Northerner and a struggle from a Southerner is something totally different. It's obvious that just because all y'all guys are Black Americans, y'all guys have the same struggle, the same culture. It is just such a bad argument.
Oh, you see, Emmanuel.
Most of the Negroes in South Florida have some kind of Caribbean background.
Let me land.
No, you're dumb. No, you don't need to land. You're dumb. Keep past the mic. Yeah, you're dumb. Pass the mic, please.
So what I was saying before, these Negroes can't control themselves. What I was saying is that it's not if we don't have one culture for America.
We never said we did, brother. We never said we did, brother.
I know you can't control yourself, DJ.
Brother, you're dumb, brother. Let's pass the mic.
You can
please.
say whatever you want.
All right, but pass the mic, brother. You're dumb. Please, brother. You're not making any valuable points.
The funny part about it, y'all pro-American people don't vote pro-American. Y'all
All right,
pro-villain.
All right, brother. You're dumb, brother. That's why Latinos are taking over because you're dumb. Latinos are taking over because you're a dumb nigga. Do you realize that? Latinos are taking over because you're a dumb nigga. Because I prove it to you. Hold on, I can prove it to you. Hispanics don't have the same. Hold on. Hispanics don't have the same culture, but they're able to team up. You dumb nigga. Do you realize that? Hispanics don't have the same culture, and they're able to team up against your black ass. No, I'm stating facts. What I'm stating is facts, brother. I'm stating facts, brother. Exactly, and Hispanics are taking over the U.S.
I'm
because
making
you're
an
dumb nigga.
emotional decision at the polls.
Exactly.
Like it's funny.
All right, but brother, I'm asking a simple question, brother. Emmanuel. All right, but Emmanuel, you know that Hispanics don't have the same culture, right?
That's your problem.
Hispanics don't have the same culture, brother, but they're able to team up.
Sit here and you try to
Hold on, did you miss that point, brother? Emmanuel,
listen,
did you miss that point, brother? Slow down, brother. Slow down, brother. Hispanics don't have the same culture, brother.
Negro can't control himself.
I'm a mulatto, you dumb nigga. No, I'm a mulatto, you dumb nigga.
You see exactly what it is. He can't control himself because I said something that triggered him, and now he's acting like an emotional man who was raised by a single woman.
Look, you see, he's still ranting. All right, the question is this: do you know that Hispanics don't have the same culture, you dumb nigga, but they're able to team up against your black ass, you stupid nigga? You don't realize that? Hispanics do not have the same culture. Asians do not have the same culture, you dumb cotton picking nigga, but they're able to team up against your black ass. Why African Americans can't team up? Why African Americans can't team up?
Yo, are you really a mulatto 50-50?
No, that's not the breakdown, but yes, I am a mulatto.
All right, so you ain't even black in my mind.
He's black.
You ain't black.
Y'all reaching, bro. Y'all doing too.
Chaotic, get me out of here, man. I'm just sitting up here listening to this crap, man.
Where Chaotic?
What a fool, man.
Where's Chaotic Truth at? Where you at, man?
Yo, I'm sorry to say, but you're not black, bro. You're mixed. You call yourself black.
So damn, I got the question.
Because in Haiti, you will be referred to as a mulatto, not black.
Yeah, I'm a mulatto, you stupid bitch. That's my name. You dumb nigga, you can't read?
I know.
Multi-generational mulatto.
I got a problem.
I'm a multi-generational mulatto, you dumb nigga. You can't read my name.
Don't rep that shit. Don't rep
Yeah, I'm
black.
repping it, you dumb nigga. That's my name, you stupid
Call
bitch.
yourself black.
You sugar cane harvesting nigga. You sugar cane harvesting nigga that eat mud
You wanna
pies.
say the
You
N-word?
can't read my name, nigga. It says
Don't-
multi-generational mulatto, you nigga. You
That's
can't
what
see
I'm
that?
saying. Yo, study the history of Haiti.
Bitch, I'm not Haitian.
That's what I'm
Checkmate.
saying.
So back
No,
to the
I'm
focal
saying,
point.
study the
Back to
history
the
of
focal
Haiti
point. We're
and
talking about the US, you
understand
dumb nigga.
that you
We're
are
talking
not
about
black.
the US, you dumb
You
nigga.
ain't
We're
black.
talking about the US, you dumb nigga.
You ain't black.
Yes, we're talking about the US. The question is, why can't African Americans team up? We see Hispanics team up. We see
You
Asians
ain't even
team up.
African
Why African
American.
Americans team up?
You ain't African American. You're
You're
mixed.
Haitian. You're a dumb nigga.
Hold on, fam. Hold on. If you want to answer to your question,
Thank
I'm gonna give you the honest answer.
Yes.
It's way too much ego. I sat
Yes.
here, I listen to y'all. I only pull up on Chaotic when I feel like I have something of value to add to the conversation, because I do think in all the chaos of this, the panels that he hosts sometimes, there's something to be unearthed there, right? But to answer your question, why people can't build together, black people in particular, is because it's a lot of ego. It's a ton of ego. No one can set their ego.
I'll tell you the reason why. Hold
on. I was real quiet while you were building, brother. I promise you, give me 2 seconds, I will pipe down. I'll probably lead the panel. The truth of the matter is we want people to take us serious, and then we use outlets like these, and instead of building and having productive and meaningful conversations, even in the way that Chaotic structures it, we'll take 30, 45 minutes up to an hour arguing a minute point because we just got to be heard. I just got to interrupt the next person to get my point out. For what reason? When we actually have all these different walks of lives, all these different experiences, all these things that we could contribute to meaningful dialogue to advance our culture, our people, our communities forward. And this is what we end up doing. So, Brother Shania, you can go ahead now, sir.
All right, so the reason why Black Americans in this country are not united is because we lost. Well, it's part of a loss of identity.
That's
right?
true.
If everybody believed in one centralized belief system, and I would say voodoo. Everybody's a Christian. Everybody's an Abo. Everybody's a Muslim. Some people are Jews. The Israelites, right? Everybody is this and that instead of one united front. Everybody wants to be something other than African, or I'm a Pan-African at the end of the day. I know some of y'all don't even believe in that. I don't want nothing to do with Africa. I get it. So that's
brother, if you're a Pan-African, why you not in Haiti fixing your country, brother? Why did you flee a black country to move to the U.S. if you're a Pan-African?
Before we derail, if you go to Atlanta, black people are united in ways that we could not see before. If you look at the AKA sorority starting their own,
even those fraternities and sororities, they don't give a shit about those.
Let them speak. Let them speak.
Let me land.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
I gotta read these super chats, guys. Give me a second. Mr. Speak on it. Mr. Speak on it says CT got the ghost of Sammy Davis Jr. on the panel singing Candyman. House TV with the $2 super chat says, excuse me, Trump is anti-war and anti-establishment. Yes, I agree, and we all do. Acadia says, majority of white people weren't even here until after the Industrial Revolution. King Chenard, historical ideals are just narratives by activists. JB with the $5 super chat says, I'm Haitian American and I support Trump. Plenty of Haitians support Trump. A lot of immigrants are misled by the liberal establishment. Trump 2024. Jay Rillo with the $2 super chat says, multi-generational mulatto is right. A majority in 20 years. Go ahead, guys. Oh, go ahead, Emmanuel. I'm sorry about that, bro. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
So the point that I'm saying is black people are coming together. Like in all races, you have people that don't agree. We can go into the white race. We can go into the Mexican race. We can go into all these races and see people that they're not 100% aligned. But we look at cities like Atlanta. Atlanta is a great example of black people aligning together and actually on the same page. What we see happening with the AKA Bank right now, the AKA Bank, we show that they are making moves to be aligned. So we got to stop.
No, that's good. That's good. But Emmanuel, you realize that blacks lost the majority in Atlanta right now, right? Blacks are no longer the majority in Atlanta. So if you're so unified, why did you allow your city to be literally gentrified and ethnically displaced?
Wait, who's the majority in Atlanta right now?
Please tell us.
Yeah, right now, African Americans are less than 50% of the.
Oh, is that your white side speaking? Is that your white side speaking?
Bitch, you can't read. My name is multi-generational mulatto. Bitch,
exactly.
You can't read.
Wait,
that's some dumb niggas. Bitch, can you not read?
That's your white side.
So in Atlanta, back to the focal point, you asked me a question. In Atlanta, African Americans are less than 45% of the population, and that number is decreasing.
Right. You're talking about the city limits of Atlanta, right?
Clearly, brother, yes.
Right. Hold on, fam. I'm not attacking you. I'm asking.
Right? I didn't accuse you of attacking me, brother. I'm listening.
It's just the way that you respond. I'm just trying to have a conversation with you because I lived there for 20 years. So I know the difference between being able to vote in the city of Atlanta, being able to vote in Fulton County. Okay.
Yes, brother. I'm speaking about the city of Atlanta, brother.
Okay. Now, where did this stat come from that you recite?
The census.
Okay. I'll go check.
No, but listen, see, what we're not talking about, a black American is 45 and all other races together is 55%, which still makes them the majority. Yes. It makes them the majority.
Yes. No, it means you're less than 50%, but you're largest demographic, you dumb nigga. You're the largest demographic, but you're not the majority anymore. You're dumb.
Yo, can you speak without saying that N-word? Can you speak without saying
nigga. I got called a nigga, I'm a nigga.
You're a tap dancer now.
All right, you're a nigga now. And you're a nigga now. What's up? Let's move forward.
Your white side is speaking. You have
Maybe, hopefully it'll wake your black ass up. Hopefully my white side will wake your black ass up.
You can't be on this panel.
Hopefully it'll wake your black ass up.
Study the Haitian Revolution.
Brother, we in the U.S. Why you not in Haiti getting the point about that? So you need to study the Haitian Revolution. Did you start running away from Haiti? I'm asking. Did you start running away from Haiti like your bitch ass ran? I'm asking, brother. Did
You
Tucson
play
run
both
away from
sides
Haiti
like
your bitch ass
clockwork.
crazy? I'm
Every
asking.
second you play both sides. You can't
Let's
be
have the
on this
dialogue.
channel.
All
You're
right, we
a
can't talk at the
mulatto.
same time.
You
Can't
ain't
you not?
black. You're
All
not
right, but
for
can't
our
you-
people.
All right, but can't you know? We can't talk at the
At the
same
end
time.
of the day, you're for white people.
I'm
At the
asking,
end of
can't
the
you
day.
not? But can't you not? I'm asking. Did
You're
Tucson run
pretending.
away
No,
from
don't
Haiti
talk
like
to
your
me.
bitch ass?
Don't ask me nothing.
But the
You already showed
did
your
Tucson
hand.
run away like your bitch ass ran away from Haiti? I'm
You
asking.
showed your
Did
hand
Tucson
already.
run away? You
You
said
just
take the
wanted to
Haitian
know.
Revolution. I'm asking. Did Tucson run away from Haiti like your bitch ass did? I'm asking.
You just running your mouth.
Checkmate. I'm asking.
All right, checkmate.
I'm asking. Did Bookman and Tucson run away from Haiti like your bitch ass did? You need to study the Haitian Revolution, you bitch ass nigga,
You look
and go back
dumb
and fix
right
Haiti.
now. You're a tragic. You're a tragic mulatto. You're a tragedy.
Anymore?
The day you
Exactly.
were
Hold on. You
born,
see that? Atlanta is only. Hold on.
Wait. What'd you say, Emmanuel? I heard something about a cash app. What'd you say, bro?
I could have sworn he got kicked off at 12:47 on Cash App from
Who?
DJ. Mulatto.
I thought it was Black Gen Z. I thought it was...
No, I thought it was mulatto. That's cool. Don't worry. The biggest thing is I'm just trying to have the conversation, and it seems like that you got some Negroes who can't control themselves over here.
Man, Williams, listen, all you gotta do, man, is hit the super chat or cash up to get rid of these Negroes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to address that. I just want to address. I want to address that false stat. I'm actually in the city of Atlanta, and the U.S. Census Bureau, according to the U.S. Census Bureau 2022, Atlanta is actually 48.2% black.
That's less than 50, right? Checkmate.
41% white. We are the majority.
48 is less than 50, brother. Are you good with math?
You said we're not the majority.
You're not if you're 48%. Can you do math, nigga? You dumb nigga?
Well, who's the majority then?
No,
Who's the majority?
we are the majority.
No, brother. You're the largest demographic, not the
Okay, but
majority.
who is
You dumb
the
nigga. It's
majority?
two different things.
Who
You're
is
less
the
than
majority?
50%. You can't be the
Thank
majority,
you.
nigga. You're less than 50%. Y'all some dumb niggas, man. I promise you.
Wait,
If you're
I'm
less
not
than
arguing
50%,
that.
how can you be the
Yo,
majority?
somebody get rid of this mulatto.
You're right.
Somebody get rid of this
Y'all
mulatto.
not good with math.
Get rid of Savage.
You're less than
Take
50%. How are you the majority?
Savage and this mulatto. Both of them clowns. Get rid of them.
Guys, I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna have to. I have a massive headache. Normally I will accept super chats or cash app to drop somebody, and if somebody pays for their bounty, they could come back. I just really want to get rid of multi-generational mulatto for the rest of the day. Just a $25 cash app. I hate the beg, but just $25. He's gone for the rest of the day, and he can't even come back. I'm done with him for the rest of the day. I can't take it anymore. My head hurts. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
I know you tired of me cooking your panel, family. I
got a headache.
I'm just trying to figure out who is the majority. If blacks are not the majority in Atlanta, who is the majority? That's a very simple question.
Yes, can I respond to that without being cut off? Watch how brief my response
I'm not saying that. I'm going on mute.
Now, you never respond. Nigga, everyone else, you dumb nigga, you're only 48%. Checkmate.
No, he probably said you're only 48%. He's kind of black.
You're only 48%.
Wait, hold on.
Numbers decreasing.
Hold on, family. Hold on. So wait, blacks are not the majority, and your response was everybody else is. My question was, everybody else is the majority but blacks are 48%?
Clearly, brother, you're only 48%. You're the largest demographic, but you're not the majority.
Brother, are you listening to what you're saying? Okay.
Yes. Are you listening, brother? You're the largest demographic, but you're not the majority because you're not over 50%.
So who is the majority, bro? Like
I answered that more than once, you dumb nigga. I'll answer it again, you dumb nigga. Caucasians, Asians, Hispanics, etc.
I'm
trying to answer your question, brother.
I'm confused.
Yeah, box him out. He's a dumb nigga.
Mulatto, they got you up out of here for $25, man.
Oh, man. All right, peace, family.
Yeah, peace, man. Guys, nobody can bring him back. I'm done. He's giving me a headache, man. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm sorry about that. Let me read these super chats real quick before I bring the panel back. Bob says it's called plurality, not a majority. Technically, mulatto is correct. It's just, I know, I get it, but it's something about his voice right now is bothering my head. Chill Will with the $5 super chat says, CT, that's a lie. Blacks are the majority in Atlanta. I'm born and raised here.
And he's wrong about majority. Majority is the greater number, and the black demographic is a greater number amongst all races in Atlanta.
Okay.
So you can't just mix other races, because he's trying to mix other races and say, "Oh, you're not the majority. Whites and Asians are the majority." Well, whites are only 41%.
I'm just trying to
hold on. Whites are only 41% of Atlanta's population, and then it's other demographics that make that up. So you can't just add other races into it and say, "Hey, they're the majority." No, we are the majority because we're the greatest populated demographic in the city of Atlanta.
I'm just trying to find out. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Ignify, I got your donation. Ignify sent out a message to all of you Haitians. You guys did flee. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, I was just saying,
the ones that fled during a certain amount of time, they fled the revolution. They were scared. What they do with the white masters. The ones that stayed behind, right? The ones that stayed behind, like my mother's ancestors, we fought and won. We
debate this shit.
No, that's a fact.
I'm just trying to figure out, am I considered black?
Yeah,
I'm fourth generation. I'm fourth generation. But Buddy said I'm not. I'm fourth generation.
Hey, hold on. Hey, King Shinar, you Haitian?
Let me repeat it again.
He's a quarter Haitian.
My pops
He's half Haitian and Geechee.
I'm 50% Nigerian. My mother is half Haitian, half Geechee.
No, your voice just sounds familiar, so that's why I was asking.
That's like North, South Carolina, Florida, and Bahamas.
So what side do you resonate with more? The Nigerian side, the Haitian side, or the Geechee?
Whatever his mom
Growing up, I used to get made fun of because of my last name from Black Americans. I used to get into so many fights because of that.
Yeah, right? I believe
I have a lot of cousins that are actually half Nigerian, half African American, or even I have extended family members in Texas, especially, that are full African American from my mother's side. So I dealt with all this type of shit growing up. I actually identified with Nigeria, but as I got older, I mostly identified with
that actually proves my point.
It's not the King Shenard show, man. I got to get the fuck out of here.
That actually, what he just said actually proves my point that the bullying in black schools is actually a lot more vicious.
Can I jump in? You typically identify whatever your mom is. If the dad is in the household, then you identify with the mother.
No, I'm saying because of my last name. Because of my last name.
Okay, guys, enough with the Haiti talk. Dale,
I know chaotic got bullied.
I don't care. I don't want to hear about you Negroes in your poor third world country. I don't care about Haiti, sir.
You from Nigeria. You Nigerian chaotic.
I'm tired, man.
You from Nigeria. You was born over there.
We are tired of hearing about Haiti. We don't care. Go eat your
But you from Nigeria.
Sir, I don't want to talk about Haiti.
Yo, Nigerians are I'm telling you. Why don't you make a stream about Nigeria?
Sir.
The state of Nigeria. Why don't you make a stream about that?
Sir, enough.
You clowns are some of the most biggest scammers out there.
Enough, man.
Watch this white ass.
But aren't you half Nigerian though, King Shinar? You're more Nigerian than anything else.
I can speak on it.
Okay, I respect it.
I know all about Nigeria.
Shout out to you then.
Dale, let's say you vote for Cornel West against. You said you would prefer to vote for Cornel West. Go ahead.
God. Yeah. I would prefer voting for him.
Okay. And what do you think his policies would be? His foreign policy. I know you said you believe that he would end the war, the Ukrainian war,
and bring people together. That's what I believe.
Okay.
And if you're going to be the president of the United States, like I said earlier, if you are going to be the president of the United States of America, you have to do your job.
Okay.
Your job isn't supposed to be, going to a different country and starting a war. That's not what a president's supposed to do.
And you believe that President Biden started the Ukrainian war?
Yes.
Really? How did he do that?
Dude, he went to the Ukraine. He wasn't even supposed to be in the Ukraine. And then asked Putin and then go to Putin and everything, and then Putin started a war.
Yo, you know
the only reason you have no
Biden
idea what's going on in Ukraine. The only reason Putin invaded Ukraine is because they are killing Russian national.
Biden refused to allow
the Ukrainians are freaking Nazis, dude. What are you talking
NATO.
about?
I'm saying Biden refused to allow Ukraine to join NATO. That's what he's trying to actually get at. You're not thinking. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. You tap dancers are dumb as hell. And I really
tap. Oh my God. Go ahead, Dale. You got the floor, man.
So that's what I was saying. So I do believe that Putin and Biden started a war. I do believe that. And I believe that you don't go to no country and start a war. You have to go to the country, meet with the man, and then try to figure things out before you start the war. That's it. That's it. You can believe it, but you can Google it, though.
Yeah, the reason why we're at war is not because Putin and Biden just came together and decided they were going to go to war. It's because he doesn't want Ukraine.
I saw with my own eyes. I'm not blind. Okay,
bro. Just because they met up doesn't mean that's why the war started.
You are retarded.
I've seen a lot of stuff that I have seen, and I'm not that blind.
Can I ask you a question, Dale? Because I'm not familiar with this. I'm open to hearing this. What was the motive in starting this war if Biden met with Putin? What was the motive in this?
He wanted
money
to
oil,
money.
Man, you just feeding them answers.
That's what I'm saying. You guys don't
let him. Shanard, let him answer by himself. Go ahead, Dale. He brought up something interesting that I was unaware of. Go ahead, Dale.
Start World War III.
Okay.
You think that this country has to have a bomb? No, not bomb. Had to have a war in a Ukraine where there's thousands of people in the Ukraine dying for nothing.
Well, Dale, let me ask you this. So
they're not dying for nothing.
Are you saying they are dying for nothing, man? Why do you think, Black Gene? I really respect you as my brother and everything, but I don't think that you really understand what this country has gone through. I don't think you do, because if you
I understand more than you do.
No, you don't. Listen, you already cooked yourself plenty of times. Gen Z.
If you had known.
Shanard, can you let Dale talk, please, sir? Can you just let him talk, Shanard? Thank you so much. Go ahead, Dale.
If you have known what this country has been through, a mess, then we would have been having this panel talking about, Trump is the best country, the best president of the United States. No, he's not. Let me read you the charges since you wanna support this man so very much. I got the facts right here in this.
Read them.
In this internet right here, and I'm gonna read it to you.
What's the internet site though? By the way, what's the source? What's the site?
The softmedia.com. Let me read it.
Wait a minute. I can't on 601. I can't hear him. What was the website again?
Times India.
Do me a favor. Put it in a private. How about this? Dale, do me a favor. Put it in a private chat real quick. You see what a private chat is? Put it in a private chat. If I can put it up on screen.
It's not on here, but you can put it up there. But I'm gonna read these charges and listen very carefully to these charges, because these charges would prove my point. This is what proves it. Corruption obstructing an official proceeding.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Inspiring. 20 years. Conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding. Election case. 20 years. Conspiracy to threaten or to oppress someone is excusing a constructural right. Election case. One account. 10 years. Conspiracy to defraud the United States election case. One count. 5 years. Retention of the national defense information. 32 counts. 10 years. Conspiracy to obstruct justice. One count. 20 years. Withholding the records for official proceeding. 20 years. 1 count. Concealing records from an official proceeding. Document case. 1 count. 20 years. Concealing documents of the federal investigators. Document case. One case. One account. 20 years. Scheming to cancel. Scheming to cancel. The council. 1 count. 5 years. Lying to the U.S. government. Let me read that again. Lying to the U.S. government. 1 count. 5 years. Altering, destroying, or hiding something sought by the government. Documented case. 1 count. 20 years. Corrupting, altering, destroying, or hiding something sought by the government. Document case. 1 count. 20 years. Falsely.
Trumped up charges.
Let him just finish. Let me
finish this. Falsely business record, Manhattan DA hush money case. 34 counts. 4 years. Now tell me I'm lying.
I'm saying they're trumped up and he's going to win. And he's not going to be convicted.
Well, he will be convicted on these charges I've read you.
No, I'm telling you he's not, because there's not any evidence.
Brother, you know that he's a criminal, but you don't want to admit it. All you want to do is just support.
No, I don't. Once I see the discovery.
Wait a minute. Let me finish what I have to say. All you want to do is support this man who doesn't give a care about us. And now you want to run around and say
you support Biden. He doesn't give a damn about you.
Trump only cares about Trump. How can you not see that, Gen Z?
You don't even vote, King Shinar. You don't mentioned Kodak. You don't vote, King Shinar. You don't have a dog.
You mentioned Kodak Black. Why did you mention Kodak Black?
Because I knew the streets rejoiced when Trump released.
How is that a reason to vote for a president?
Right.
Well, it gave a lot of black people a reason to vote for him.
You're a fool. At the end of the day, you're a fool, and you don't even.
I'm not saying that's why I voted for him, dude. You don't even vote, so you're.
That's why you voted for him, because he.
No, that's not why I voted for him. I'm just saying that's a reason why those were behind him. No, we were just talking about Haitians, and I told you that Haitians supported Trump because he got
Kodak Black is a tether. He's a tether. Kodak Black is a tether.
So are you.
No.
So am I? All right. So I'm a tether then.
You don't understand. Okay then. I don't think you. Well. If we can, let me just put this.
You only want to vote for him because he.
Bro, I never said that. I've been naming reasons why I would vote for Trump, and you haven't listened to any of them. And then when
because he exonerated a tether, that's why you want to vote for him.
So you think Joe Biden cares about you, Dale? Answer this. Does Joe Biden care about you?
Yes.
So he cares about you, but so you think he cares about you more than he cares about the people in Maui that he actually visited late as hell, and he don't even care about them, and you think he cares about you? That's insane. Dale, tell your mama to vote Republican.
You, and you're being blinded. And the reason why you're being blinded is because you want to support this dude who is not a Christian.
And you're supporting a pedophile.
Who doesn't give a care about us and he only thinks about himself. He doesn't.
Biden's not a Christian. What are you talking about? He's a Satanist.
He doesn't even care about these people in different places. Why?
Dale, is Biden a Christian? Is Biden a Christian?
Yes, but I'm not talking about him.
Biden's a Christian? Are you kidding me?
I'm talking about your president Trump, who doesn't even give a care about you, and he doesn't even he only cares about himself. And if you
Dude, your mama indoctrinated the hell out you, bro.
If you don't think for one moment that Trump is going to be reelected, you better think again.
Dale, do you live by yourself?
Yo, Gen Z, he didn't exonerate Kodak Black. He pardoned him.
He pardoned him. That's what I said. I didn't say he exonerated him. I said he
why do you think he pardoned him?
But if you think
so, the hood would fuck with him.
So vote exactly, right?
Yeah, just like Hillary Clinton said she got hot sauce in her bag, and just like Joe Biden said, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. The same reason.
Why did you mention Kodak Black?
Because we were talking about Haiti and we were talking about Haitians.
Who else did Trump pardon? Who else did Trump pardon that was black?
Yeah, tell me that.
He pardoned some other people. I don't have the list right now, but I'm not voting for him because he pardoned. I'm voting for what he did. I'm voting for what he did. No, I'm not. The only reason I mentioned
Lil Wayne
because we were, yeah, he did pardon Lil Wayne as well. But the only reason
you mentioned it.
Yeah, you're not even listening to why I mentioned it. The reason why I mentioned it. The reason why I mentioned it.
Listen.
No,
Let
I
me
feel
use
like
my
I got
advice.
some damn things. No, you listen to me now, King Shenard. The reason why I mentioned it is because we were talking about Haiti, and I said the Zones fuck with Trump. Yes, we weren't. Have you been listening to the whole conversation? We were just in a whole tirade about ethnicity. We were just talking about politician. We were just talking about ethnicity and who's black and who's not and who's a tether and who's not. We found out you're 100% tether though. We found out you're 100% tether. So the reason why I don't.
Why are you fumbling on your words? Why are you fumbling?
I'm not fumbling because you're interrupting me.
Because your Kunta Kinte ass won't shut the fuck up.
Yo, you take care of a black man's child. Shut up, white boy. You already been lost in life.
The reason why
your ancestors got fucked by white men and ran to America and then are under white man oppression. Shut the fuck up, Kunta Kinte.
For a black man's child. You already been.
Now, Savage, wait a minute. Now I gotta stop here. Now, was that necessary for you to say that? Go ahead.
Bro, it's been 2 hours.
The car right here.
No.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
It's 2 hours of him over talking people and being a piece of shit. Like, at some point, it's gotta stop.
Yeah, that was pretty absurd, but I'll let it ride out. Go ahead. That was.
But black Gene.
You taking care of a black man's child. You a disgrace. I can never take care of a white man's child. How can you do the same?
Hey guys in the back, real quick. I'm gonna let this one ride off for 5 minutes. Just hang tight in the back. Gen Z, Dale, 651, Mandrill, Chris, and Rilla. Hang tight. I want to hear this real quick. I'm pretty sure the crowd does too. Go ahead, guys.
How did you end up in that situation to take care of a black man's child? How did you do that? Because you were simp. You a sucker. You a bitch. That's how you ended up in that situation.
You can't even take care of yourself.
Go ahead, Savage.
You can't even take care of yourself. You don't vote. You don't show your face. You cry on the internet every day.
You don't work.
You act like your mom was single raising you because you're emotional every day.
Both of my parents.
You repeat yourself like you haven't read a fucking book since
I've been on my own since I
1940.
was 18 after they passed away by the time I was 18. I've been on my own
That's a good story.
Oh, bitch.
It's a good story.
Right? You grew up a bitch.
That's a good story.
The only reason why you even think you're successful, listen, if a black person had tattoos on their face, they'll never get a job. But guess what? You use
your parents really passed away at the same time when you were 18 years old.
No, my pops passed away when I was 17. My mom passed away when I was 18. I've been on my own ever since. They had property.
They died from his disappointment.
I inherited that property. I paid the mortgage that was left on that property that they paid $250K for, and it's now worth almost $1 million. I bought property in Mount Vernon, New York, and I rent in I told y'all yesterday in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Right? So I have accomplished way more than you have, right? I got 3 kids by the same mother. You, yourself, are taking care of a black man's child.
Yes.
You found a stepmother to lay with, and she used you to take care, and she slept with a black man before you. And you think you're the shit for taking care of a black man's child. You a simp. You a bitch.
Okay, let him respond to you, King Shinar. Let him respond, bro.
You don't know me.
Well, we don't know you because you don't show your face.
Doesn't
we
matter.
caught you lying about your rent.
I'm lying then. I'm lying.
Shut this fucking retard up, dude. Like, what do I got to pay to get him off here?
Okay, hold on. One at a time, King Shinar. Just one at a time. Hold on, go ahead. One at a time, King Shinar. Let him go. Go ahead.
What do I got to pay to get him off here? Like, I'm so sick of hearing his mouth.
Give it to it. Give whatever you want.
This broke bitch don't spend no money. All he does is run his dick sucker.
Hold on for a second. King Shinar, listen, I really would like to hear you and Savage out. Please, I don't want to have to give Savage a bounty on you. But let's hear him out for a minute, okay? Just hear him out. Go ahead, Savage. Shinar, let Savage finish, please. Go ahead.
So I don't feel that I'm the shit because I'm raising a black child. But I've also never said that I was the shit on here. Unfortunately, unlike Kunta Kinte, I don't have the ego that he does because some ancestors some way back did something and he lives in America. And he thinks that because of this, he has the ability to be assholes to black folks that were born here, but aren't 16 generations from slavery, or the fact that they're from Haiti, but like all this dumb shit that he thinks he's better than everyone for.
Who said that? Who said I'm better than any of them? You did.
Well,
you call people tears, tap dancers,
and you call people the N-word because
I called you the N-word.
You only said it
I
one
called
time.
You the N-word.
And let's be honest, Shinar.
You only fuck with these tap dancers because.
Wait a minute. Now I gotta come into defense of Savage here. Not only did he only say it one time, me being the scumbag that I am sometimes, I did encourage him to say it. So it's not like he. Go ahead. I should have said.
You taking care of a black man's child.
Correct.
Imagine that.
See, it doesn't. I'm not racist, so it doesn't shame me.
Who cares? You can say whatever you want to say. No one here cares. I don't give a shit if you're racist or not. You
that's fine, bro. I don't care. I don't care about you. A stepfather, I don't care if your kids starve. I don't care if they get ran over by a car.
Bitch.
Like I don't care if
that's what you should care about is being a bitch.
I don't care. I don't care
a
either.
Sucker. That's what you should care about. I don't care what you say. Words are nothing to me. You a bitch in real life. I know you are. And I know you like to say, oh, I got this and that, blah, blah, blah. I could cook you right now and show you my, but I'm not doing that no more.
No, you couldn't. That's why you don't.
I don't have to.
I
don't have to.
Now, you said that you couldn't do it, Savage. Why do you say that, sir? Why do you say that?
Because if he didn't have a inferiority complex, he wouldn't be hiding his face, calling people, trying to shame people, talking like a woman, over talking people. Like if he had something going for him, you wouldn't hear him talking the way he does. You don't see Michael Jordan out here just acting a fucking fool.
I could buy your whole life.
You think so?
Yes. I know so.
That's. Is that from your Nigerian scamming, or is that from?
Oh, you tell Chaotic that. Ask Chaotic.
I told him he's a Nigerian scammer. I've actually made the comment that he was the Nigerian prince in the early 2000s that was trying to get his money unfrozen from a bank account.
And Chaotic is a new age Nigerian prince.
I'm just
he's more sophisticated. He knows what he's doing now.
Hey, let me read these super chats real quick, guys. You can get
right
back
fool.
Let me read these super chats, buddy. Okay. I want to give it up to. Wow, it's a lot, man. Wait a minute. It's a lot of super chats. J Hub says this is a minstrel show, Acadia says Ukrainians still remember the Holodomor. I'm probably saying that wrong. LeGarrett with the $2 super chat said, "Dog, stop it." J Hub again says Dale is Hodor from Game of Thrones. I never watched Game of Thrones. YKS with the $2 super chat says, "Can we please get 777 unfiltered?" LeGarrett with the $5 super chat said, "Current and former presidents don't and will never go to jail. Closed ACT for them is impeachment." Am I saying that right? I don't know. I'm getting a little bit tired here. Acadia with the $2 super chat says Gen Z supported Trump way before the pardons. Meow Meow says, "What has Joe Biden done for Dale?" Dale, you want to answer this question? What has Joe Biden done for? Let me just finish real quick, and I'm gonna go right back to it. The First Step Act. The First Step Act. Excuse me. Released 30,000, and 90% of it was black. Black home ownership rose to 47%. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I don't even know that act. 47% from 41%. More black people had jobs and started businesses, and more black people got off government assistance, government cheese.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dale, and go ahead, Black Gen Z.
Well, I just want to mention that Trump was impeached twice, and they were all nothing burgers.
So Bill Clinton. Point.
Well, but Bill Clinton actually had to step down because
he did not.
lied to Congress.
He did not step down. He served both terms. Bill Clinton was impeached twice.
I swear he.
He did not. He served both terms, and then came the election of Al Gore versus George Bush that came in 2000, where George Bush won. George Bush won under controversy. I remember that election.
That has been asked. What has Joe Biden has done for me?
Yeah, he gave you Juneteenth as a holiday and a statue of George Floyd in lieu of police reform. That's what he did.
Okay,
Juneteenth has been a holiday for years.
No, it's not a federal holiday. My man with the S.
Doesn't matter.
My man with the S. Yeah. I have a couple of questions for you. And again, I'm not coming at you sideways or anything like that. These are honest questions. It's one of them that in particular is an honest question. Like,
go ahead.
All right. You said to the white dude, Savage Red, I guess, that he's taking care of a black man's baby. That makes him a simp. How does that? I'm trying to make sense out of it. That's all. That's really all it is. Why do you call him a simp for taking care of a black man's baby if the black man who conceived the baby is not around to take care of it?
Oh, I mean the one that conceived the baby. I mean, what kind of question is that?
Well, the black man who conceived the baby, the black man who conceived the baby.
Answer that question.
Hold on. The black man who conceived the baby left his child in the hands of a white man. If you feel so strongly against white people raising black babies, why don't you have your foot up the black dude's ass?
He's using his own.
He's
money
also Jamaican, by the way,
to
just so you
take
know.
care of a black man's child.
He's using
his own hard-earned money to take care of a black man's child. Why do you think
what's wrong with taking care of a black man's child?
So comfortable saying the N-word?
Well, my thing is, what's wrong with taking care of a black man's child? If another black man ain't there,
okay, regardless of race, regardless of skin color, what is wrong with taking care of another man's child? What is wrong with that? You asked me that. You answered.
Well, all children. I believe that all children.
Would you take care of another man's child?
I would.
You would. You a simp. You a sucker.
What makes me a simp or a sucker or a bitch? What makes me that? Here's the thing. Here's what I believe. All kids, black kids in particular, need strong, stoic, well-rounded a positive male leadership in their lives.
You think Savage is a positive male role model?
I can't speak for Savage. I don't know him. I can't.
So why are you talking? What was your point?
Because I'm asking you about this.
Do you think Savage, who was comfortable saying, shut up. Do you think Savage, who was comfortable saying the N-word, right? Saying what else did he say? He said some other shit, right? Do you think that child is better off in his care or in foster care?
Oh shit!
That's a good.
I say that's actually a good one. I mean, I say his kid.
Question right there.
Damn.
All his stepson
anything.
All of his stepson is N-word.
I've never heard him say that.
I called you that, King.
I've never heard him say that.
Rolling the dice and being placed into.
I called you.
My thing is,
I called you,
a tap dancing clown.
My thing is, I've never heard Savage say that, so I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that because I never heard him say that.
You can't speak to nothing because
here's what I'm saying.
You're a tap dancer.
Here's what I'm asking.
Are you tap dancing for this white boy?
I'm not tap dancing for anybody in New York.
You are.
Now, here's the thing. The thing is, you're a New Yorker. Which means you don't know shit.
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
That's worse, sir. That's worse.
I'm from Roxbury, Massachusetts.
Yeah, you're from an absolute nothing town. A
nothing town?
A shit.
All right, yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
So you and the rest of the... Never mind. I'm not going to stoop to your level.
Nah, yeah, shut up, bro.
Anyway, my thing is this. My thing is, I think that anything short of abuse, a kid is always better in the hands of people as opposed to the system.
People. The system is not a... Yo, this guy is stupid, bro. What is wrong with you?
You know what I'm talking about? A two-parent household as opposed to putting them in foster care.
This clown is comfortable saying the N-word on a panel showing his face.
Okay.
With tattoos on it, right?
Well, sir, I said that makes some money. Hold on, Savage.
He seems like someone who tries to fit in. He doesn't seem like someone who is actually from the streets. He seems like someone who just tries to fit in where he can get it. Like, I'm telling you.
No, my thing is, at least that makes him much more brave than you are.
Like this. You said what?
That makes him much more brave than you are.
At
least he's on camera. At least he's on camera doing it. At least he's on camera doing it.
Oh, trust me. Like I said before, I don't want my face on this panel. I don't. Because I don't want to be associated with any. I don't want to be called a.
Then why are you up here? Coming up here.
If anyone sees my picture and says,
"Everybody recognizes your voice,"
like the rest of these
no one's gonna come after your broke ass.
I don't want to be associated with that. That's the reason why I don't show my face.
Fair enough. But
if you do your research, you can see my face.
You haven't answered my question though. I would like to know because I'm honestly asking. What
Hey, hold on, Israel.
Huh?
Hey, I just got a question. Is that JB?
It is.
Yeah, I'm JB. I'm everybody. I'm JB. Whatever.
JB. That's why I asked you that earlier. That's what I thought, chaotic.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. But here's the thing.
You guys hate yourself.
Here's the thing, Billa. The reason why I'm asking him this question is because a lot of black kids grow up in single mother households.
The only reasonable person on this panel
hold on. Hey, I'm not done.
Dale is the only reasonable person on this panel.
No,
It's not talented.
Okay, guys, I gotta do it to Shenard. $500 ban for 2 months. I can't take him anymore either for 2 months. I gotta get rid of him too. I gotta do it for 2 months, not 1 month, 2 months.
I mean, I love Dale, but to say he's the only reasonable person on this panel is
hold on, fellas. I'm honestly trying to get an answer here because I'm having trouble understanding this. No, but the thing is, Rilla, we got far too many black kids growing up in single mother households. So my thing is, if you got a man, regardless of color or race, who's willing to step up and show that kid how to be a man, that boy how to be a man,
he's only stepping up so he can get some pussy. He don't give a shit about them kids.
Mandrell.
He don't give a shit. He's a simp.
I see the back.
He's a simp. He can't get no woman that doesn't have no kids. He's a simp.
Okay, gotcha, Rilla.
Not having a real conversation.
Gotcha,
Not having a conversation that's going to progress.
Let's keep it 100 at least. Let's keep it 100.
He's been in these streets for a good minute. Now
you don't know this clown.
And he's trolling.
Okay, gotcha. I see the back chat, Rilla. Thank you.
I'm trolling now? I'm a troll, right?
Yo, JB, first of all, hey, you know
I'm JB, right?
Last time you was sitting up here running around these platforms with my name in your mouth.
I don't even know you. I never once mentioned your name. I never mentioned you. I don't even know you.
I know you don't.
Why are you mentioning me?
You're still not in Chicago, is you?
Yo, kick this clown.
Yeah.
He's just making up shit. He's cooked.
I know. You're still not in Chicago, right?
Wait,
I'm not. You're
not building the app that you was gonna sell to Anton, right?
I don't know these people.
I know.
JB getting exposed. Wait a minute.
That's why I was asking all them questions earlier, and he got defensive real quick.
Wait a minute. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna bring everybody back. What do you mean, Rilla?
He's lying, bro. He's lying. He knows.
I remember dude. He was saying like he's Haitian or something. I was asking, was he Haitian? He started talking about how he's half Haitian, half Nigerian. I remember that voice. That's a very distinct voice. He used to come on the piece all the time.
He was gonna build an app.
Yeah. I don't remember what episode it was.
Yeah, who am I building an app for? Hold on. Answer the question. Who am I building an app for?
Build the app. Hold on, bro. You ain't finna overtalk me now. I'm good. I know who you are.
This how Chicago folks are. I like that.
He said up there and told
that like the stick.
He was gonna build the app like in a week or something like that. Right?
All right, go ahead.
He kept selling them this dream like, yo, I could build it and I could do it this way because I understand code and I understand code language. Da da da. We don't know what happened to it, man.
This guy's lying, bro.
We don't
He's
know
doing
what
this so he can try to discredit whatever I said. Yo, you a whole clown.
I don't have to discredit.
I don't know Antoine. I don't know you. I don't fuck with none of y'all.
In Chicago.
So why are you making up shit?
Still in Chicago? Are you still in Chicago?
I don't know. I've never been to Chicago. I don't know Chicago.
All right.
Y'all some whole clowns out there. Y'all some tap dancers out there.
I got you. Yeah, we all are. You're right. You're exactly right.
Killing each other for nothing. Tap dancing.
Yeah. So what was the name of the app you was building for him again?
You're making up shit. You're just trying to say shit so people can believe shit. That's
Why
what
would
you're
I make up
doing.
something so people can believe? Why are you running around the internet now not showing your face? Like, but you just
It don't
said,
matter, bro.
How
Don't you camera up right now? Camera up right now, not camera.
You're not even a grade A.
Camera up right now, not camera.
This is crazy.
I'll camera up. Camera up right now, not camera.
Is this what people do for?
You a tap dancer.
Like
the famous white boy. You a tap dancer. Shut up, bro. No, I'm not gonna. I gotta stop saying, bro.
I don't know. The receipts are legit.
That's a
How can I tap dance the white man if I am the white man?
Chicago, hold on, real quick. If you still in Chicago,
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
I'm about to take a shower. I will pull up
I'm not from no damn Chicago.
City right now.
Don't roll like how y'all clowns roll. Trust me.
Yeah, that's JB. I thought that was him, chaotic. That's JB.
Why are you pretending like you know me?
Not Jonathan Barreville either.
Why are you pretending like you know me?
You did confirm.
Hold on for a second. $1 to the Cash App to remove Shenard, and only Shenard can pay the $1 to come back ever. If Shenard doesn't pay for it in the Cash App or Super Chat, he can never ever come back over here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm tired of Shenard, to be honest with you. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
You said
shit, man.
Nah, just $1.
He should have found out who he is because he's gonna pay that $1.
Nah, I know who he is.
Oh, you know he.
Oh, that's JB. I know he.
Whoa.
That's JB.
Somebody had a question for me earlier.
Shenard, hey, hold on. Let King Shenard bid adieu because this will be his last time over here. Go ahead, King Shenard. Go ahead, sir. King Shenard.
Yeah, look, yeah. Hey, can you hear me?
Well, it doesn't really matter now. Savage sent the $1 over.
I know. Yo, you know what? Voodoo is real, bro.
Yeah, okay. All right, Voodoo's real. Hey, King Shenard, only you can pay to come back, King Shenard. Either the Cash App or the Super Chat, PayPal. Let's see if you do it.
Somebody had a question on me.
I'm tired. My head hurts. Yeah.
Somebody had a question on me about where Joe Biden has come from. Can you cam that comment back up?
What comment?
The dude that said, "What has Joe Biden has done for me?"
Oh yeah. Matter of fact,
cam that comment back up. I want to see it because I heard it earlier, but I ain't got a chance to see it because it was too quick. Cam that back up.
Go ahead, man.
I ask you, meow. What has Trump done for you lately? Since you want to talk about Joe Biden so much, you know. Why don't you come over to this panel, huh? Since you want to talk about me, meow. I dare you to come down here and say that you support Trump. I dare you, because if you do, I'm going to really tell you that Trump is not our president of the United States, and that's all I have to say.
Okay.
And if you accept this challenge, meow, go on and come up in here. Cause I ain't got time to mess your foot around with truth. I speak my own truth. You speak your own opinion. I respect your opinion, and we can get on with our lives.
Hey guys, this has been a great live stream. Oh wait, man, Drew, are you Chris
Very
Creative?
attentive.
Yeah, you want to get in real quick, Chris Creative?
Yeah. I was listening to some of this panel is why I can't really take Democrats seriously, because they don't know what Democrats are doing and they vote and walk away for 4 years.
Oh, God.
They don't bring up that Hillary and the Bill Clinton Foundation got paid $50 million by Russia for speeches over 4 years. When Biden got elected, a Chinese scholar said, once again, we have a friend in the White House. When Trump was winning the election, the Chinese currency, the yuan, nosedived. After the vote dump and Biden was winning, the Chinese currency went straight up. And from living in Georgia, if they're going to prosecute Trump, then they have to prosecute Stacey Abrams because her and her campaign intentionally held back votes the last election on purpose until after the 8 p.m. deadline. Then they went to the court to try to get the courts to count those votes so she could win the election. But the Supreme Court in Georgia said, nah, we're not doing that. Hillary Clinton told Biden not to concede the election if lost under any circumstances. And many newspapers, 2 months after Trump got elected, told the electors not to vote for Trump because they didn't have to listen to the actual states and what they want. So and from in the past, when I was working contracting for the government and going through records training, Hillary Clinton really should be in jail for what she did.
Yeah, I mean, look at what she did in Haiti. Haiti.
In just a second, because even when we're talking about what being American is and what it isn't, it's not about race, and that's one of the beautiful things about being American is because it's not a skin color, and you can't tell who is American or not just by looking at them. It's being American is believing in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, freedom. That's what makes you American. It's not a skin color. It's a set of beliefs that you have. And that's why Biden should have been impeached when he said the words on camera, no right, absolute. That is an impeachable defense right there because you don't believe in America, you don't believe in the Constitution and what this country stands for. And we even have it printed on our money, out of e pluribus unum, which means out of many one. We can be different races of people and have different beliefs, but we all believe in the same things, which is the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and freedom.
Correct.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe, hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more
shit
do
off.
you want from me?
Yeah, I mean, just look at what the Clintons did in Haiti. I mean, all that money going to the Clinton Foundation and none into the Haitians' pocket.
I don't believe in freedom. I think most of you belong in an asylum.
Bruh.
I'm gonna just say this before I leave. So, do I have my black card back?
Yeah, you never lost it, brother.
Okay, because this is the first time, like, this whole podcast done confused me. Very entertaining.
It confuses all of us, sir.
Chaotic, great show. Gonna watch the game later. Y'all have a blessed day. So I got my black card back.
Yeah.
Peace and love, my
brother. All right, brother.
Hey, I want to say this before I dip off, man. Black people have got to stop gangbanging, man.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying Democrat and Republican. You gotta stop gangbanging.
You said that
You
differently.
gotta vote. Listen,
again.
I'm so serious when I say that, fam. You gotta vote your best interest. It shouldn't even matter who's in that office. That person that's in that office. I mean, it does matter. Let me not say that. It matters who's in that office, right? It does. But what I'm saying is the way I see people ride for this one versus that one, and the celebrity worship over this one and that one and that. Well, this person did this, and this person did that. Who gives a when your community is still trash, right? You should be voting your best interest. And if you're not doing that, you're gonna keep running in this same race and keep getting caught up in these conversations about what Trump did, what Clintons did, what the Bushes did, what the Bidens did, what the Kennedys did. Who gives a I'm so serious when I say that, fam. You got to look at the policy of these people and hold their feet to the fire based on policy. And all politics is local. So if you don't know who your aldermen are, your mayors are, who represents you at the Senate seat, the Congress, if you don't know that stuff, you already effed up. If you only vote when it comes time for presidential election, you effed up. In the game, you effed up. Stop all this gang banging, y'all. Increase the peace, chaotic. Increase.
We don't have aldermen where we are at, but the equivalent councilmen and councilwomen. Thank you.
Well, can I say though, what y'all voted for in Chicago is abysmal. Brandon Johnson as the mayor. I mean, it's absolutely disgraceful. He's walking away from press conferences when there's a shooting at the White Sox game. Yeah. Absolutely unacceptable. And then you've got the governor in there.
Where are you again?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, so tell me about what's happening in Atlanta.
We're having struggles in Atlanta too, but
tell me about no. Just stay right there. Tell me about what's happening with the water boys in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest issues, and I covered that on my channel.
No. Tell me about the increased shootings that y'all have had and the carjackings that y'all have had in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a huge issue, and it's because of the Democrats and
how much does it cost to live in Midtown?
Elected DAs. Well, I actually live in Midtown, so it's about $2,000 a month for rent.
Right. Now, how much was it, let's say 5 years ago?
Probably like, I was in college. So I was
so when you talk about Chicago, listen.
Rent's gone up all around the United States.
I got you. I'm with you on that, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Because chaotic think, oh, you just say that because you live in Chicago. Part of it, yeah. But I have a little bit more facts. It'd be wrong for me to speak on where you are and not know what I'm speaking about. So when you talk about what we voted for, please understand go look at the final numbers. Nobody came out to vote, fam. Lightfoot got in the office the same way Brandon Johnson got in the office. You didn't have people voting.
Black people voting men.
Brother, please go look at the numbers. Please. Go look at the total voting roster. Look at the rosters and then look at the final tally on who came out to vote. Nobody voted, fam. That's how these people are getting in for these last two election cycles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, so it's not a consensus of majority. It's an apathetic base that you have here. Not only that, I hope y'all do understand that the Black population in the city of Chicago is dwindling because you have reverse migration back to the South. So I'd rather have a conversation about what y'all are seeing in Atlanta, because a lot of people are leaving the Midwest, Chicago, Detroit, so on and so forth, Cleveland, and they're going right where you are, sir. So while y'all
I know that, and that's an issue.
Up here, all them jokers are coming right down where you are and wreaking havoc.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of Chicago rejects who come here. Just like when Katrina happened, we had a whole bunch of New Orleans rejects.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Keep on that Chicago talking point because y'all keep perpetuating the same thing. This convention season here, bro. You think they losing money because of what y'all talking about on these platforms and in the news? Man, there's plenty money here.
I mean, y'all have lost money. Y'all have Walmarts leaving your cities. I mean, you've got big grocery stores leaving your cities.
You're talking about what you don't know. You're talking about.
No, I do know. I've studied this topic extensively.
You're talking about what you don't know.
Losing
how many
businesses.
Walmarts? Wait. How many Walmarts have left the city of Chicago?
That's a good question.
You just had one Walmart leave the city like a month ago.
No, we haven't had anything leave a month ago. But I said, how many Walmarts have you had leave the city of Chicago?
I just told y'all just had a Walmart leave.
So you have one Walmart leave the city of Chicago, and you telling me we got big businesses leaving, and I'm telling you it's convention season.
I mean, it's a huge business. They said that they lost $20 million over the course of a couple years. I mean, that's a big deal.
Brother, stop, research, dig deeper, man. Stop looking at the news. Stop looking at the news. You're speaking on stuff you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
And I rock with, I don't care about the make America great again. I don't care about the Trump stuff, none of that stuff. I'm just saying, when you speak on these things, speak from what you know. You don't know where these Walmarts were. You don't know how they impacted the communities. If I told you it was 4 Walmarts that left the immediate Chicago area or the Chicago land area, watch the wording, 2 of the 4 left the city.
I didn't know that.
Y'all just had a major Walmart leave the city. That's a fact.
You said what?
Y'all had a major Walmart leave the city. That's a fact.
Which major Walmart was that, sir? Where was it located?
I can get the address. Just let me look it up really quickly.
Sure.
So you want content creators to stop talking about Chicago?
No, I just want them to be accurate, because people listen to y'all and listen. People have been talking about Chicago. I mean, Trump been out of office for how long? Almost 4 years now.
Yeah.
And it's still a right-wing conservative Republican talking point. Like, if y'all was really concerned, then I would imagine that the Republicans here, because they do exist, and the right wing here, they do exist. They're thriving. They're here, right? I'd imagine something would have been done about it. There's a reason why the news gets reported the way that it does. And there's a reason why the shootings, the killings, the murders, the stabbings, they're all in concentrated areas.
Right. And
so you think it was bad?
But it's leaking out, though.
You think it was bad for me to make that video about that beautiful black police officer, the female who was gunned down?
Ariana?
Ariana, you think that was bad for
Oh,
me?
absolutely. Dang, I hate that I couldn't get up there. Yo, that's in my, that's she's out of District 5. That was in my district. That's my police precinct.
Yeah, what about those hooligans who
I didn't
killed
even
her?
see that, Kay. I didn't see it. I'm not saying, bro, please. You know, like I said, man, I never shout you down when you preaching good, bro.
No, I never said that you did. I'm just asking.
I rock with you, but I'm just asking people to be accurate, because I know, like, y'all have a lot of fun over here, but people really are listening to you. I listen to you at work. Sometimes I'm laughing, and then sometimes I'm like, yo, that's a real good point. Like, y'all should extrapolate that a little bit more. And then you can't, because there's so much chaos going on. And I don't want people to be lost in the sauce on that.
So Walmart announced that they're going to close 4 stores in Chicago. 3 of those locations are on the south side and 1 of them on the west side.
So give me the exact addresses. One was in Homewood. Homewood is not Chicago.
This was in April.
Correct. So one was in Homewood. Homewood is not Chicago, right? The other one was on 40.
There's 4.
You said what?
There's 4 that they're closing.
Right. I'm just asking for the addresses, brother.
All right.
Right. There's one on 47th and King Drive, which wasn't a full Walmart. It was a what's the name? It was like a Band-Aid to a food desert solution. It's like one of those mini stores.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we got.
So that's one of the ones that they count. Those are 2.
It's still a huge fucking deal. But the reason why they're leaving is because the residents keep looting.
That's not
true. Brother. They have.
That is true.
No. So why did they lose the Homewood Walmart? That's in the suburbs of Chicago. And if that's the case, why is the Lansing one still open? Because there's
going over there too and looting.
There's more shrink in Lansing than there is in Homewood. No, the Walmarts are leaving because they're no longer extending tax incentives, bro. That's why I was saying, like, you're not speaking. From a. That is true. I'm here.
It's a reason. It could be a reason, but the main reason that they cited was
who cited?
Profit. Walmart. Walmart literally stated, their CEO literally stated why they're leaving the area.
That's not
I'm
true.
telling you,
Yes, it is true.
Wait, hold on. I'm telling
you. The CEO
you.
told you why they're leaving, and you're telling him it's for a different reason.
No, hold on.
He owns the company and knows the.
I'm telling you, I'm here in Chicago, right? I'm boots on the ground. I just told you the 2 that I know of and the reason why they left. I know that the Walmart in Homewood was in Glenwood at first. They left Glenwood because Glenwood wouldn't give them tax incentives, so they moved to Homewood. When that situation was up in Homewood and they wouldn't give them tax incentives, they thought they was going to be able to stay because they're building a casino literally 2 stoplights down. They left Homewood, right? Now you're telling me sitting in Atlanta reading a desktop that you know more than I do.
Facts.
I'm giving you a cited reason why their CEO said that they were moving out of Chicago. So if he said it, then that's a factor, right? It's a potential factor, right? Not
it's a
just
factor for you, but this is what I'm saying.
No, it's a factor for the CEO, the owner of the company who's leaving your city.
Let me ask you this.
Who stated the reason?
Let me ask you this. Do CEOs participate in performance theater?
That's a good
when they
question.
give these statements.
Oh my God. So you don't think that he was telling the truth?
I absolutely do not. When I can speak to council people from Homewood and they tell me the reason that they left was because they wasn't giving tax incentives.
That's because they don't. That's because they don't want to admit the real issue.
Oh.
See, y'all in Chicago have a problem of omitting the real issue that you guys have, and it's really just the crime. You got Kim Fox up there, and she's letting people out of prison.
Brother, you steamrolling the conversation like you at a Trump rally. Listen to me.
What?
I'm not trying to tell you about Atlanta, brother. I'm not even trying to tell you about Midtown, right? I'm telling you about what I know here. And since I've been back home 7 years, brother.
7 years?
I've been back home 7 years. So when I'm speaking, I'm not saying, I ain't saying Kim Fox isn't an issue. I'm not saying crime doesn't happen here.
And Brandon Johnson.
What? Who?
Y'all just voted in. Brandon Johnson.
Let him finish talking, please.
Okay, so Brandon Johnson too. Before Brandon, wait. So who would you have preferred I elected over Brandon Johnson? Who should have got in?
I mean, y'all should have voted a Republican in, honestly.
Okay, so who is the Republican candidate that I should have voted in? Okay, good. Now we got this brother. Good. I forget your name, brother, but I know he knows about the crib. So
I don't know, but I mean, I would think.
That's what I'm saying, brother. Let's not do it.
It really doesn't matter. I'm just saying. I would think that you guys
don't do that because y'all got. Listen. Did you vote for Andre Dickens?
I'm finished talking.
Did you vote for Andre?
No, I didn't vote for Andre Dickens, but I like him. I like him, and I think he's actually doing what he could do.
Focus on that, brother. Focus on that. All right. Focus there.
I mean, just because I didn't vote for Andre Dickens doesn't mean that I can't support things that he did. I like how when Andre Dickens got elected, the first thing that he did was say that he was going to address crime, and he did. He showed up when Grayson Matthew, the infant, was shot to death, indicator 9 months old, and he showed up. He showed his face, and he was showing his face for a lot of these shootings, but there's just too many shootings. He can't show up for all of them, and he actually cared. He tried to implement programs. COVID slowed down what he was really trying to do. So he actually made an attempt. Whereas Brandon Johnson won't even address the issue. He's saying not to demonize these kids who are killing people, men, women, and elderly. But Andre Dickens actually addressed the issue. How are you going to tell me? I literally am in Atlanta. Andre Dickens has addressed the issue and he acknowledges the issue, but a lot of even the things that he's trying to do, his hands are tied.
I know it's too much for him. I know. And
I'm too much for you because you can't refute my arguments.
You're right. I can't, brother. You got it. What's my man's name? I see you on here all the time. I know you from the crib.
Black 2 to 5. I got to read some stuff, fam. Ari with the $5 super chat said, Black Dems thrive off victimization and handouts, and blacks who vote for Trump are pragmatic. If you can't admit Trump was better, you are crazy. Ratchet Conservative says, chaotic, you are on one today. Glad I caught the live. LeGarrett with the $2 super chat says, he's the dude that said he could build YouTube. LeGarrett said back in 2021, lying like a mother effer. And LeGarrett says, Rilla, you right, that is that liar. And Ari says, Shanard can't see facts, Trump deranged syndrome. And Jeremy with the $5 super chat says,
yo, you know that?
Yeah, so I do have the addresses for those Chicagos as well, or those
Black
Walmarts
man living the
Chicago.
American dream, inherited property, great to see.
I remember when
Shanard, hold on for 1 second. King Shanard,
right,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
let you up real quick. You know there's a $1 bounty on your head. Do you know that?
Yeah, you ain't getting shit
Are you
from
gonna
me.
send it over?
Nah, I don't pay tap dances. I don't do that.
$1.
Yeah, $1.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep that bounty on your head. I'm gonna let this ride right now. But just be aware, I'm going to kick you off at any time today or the next time. But you're out of here until you pay that $1.
You know what's crazy? During the pandemic, right? there were a lot of black people that benefited from, a socialist policy, that Trump enacted, right? Giving out free money, stimulus checks, and now they became Trump supporters because of that. They don't care about the policy.
Okay. No, the reason why he gave out stimulus checks is because they shut down the economy. What do you guys not understand?
You don't know
we
that.
do know that they shut down the economy. Yes.
Don't know that. You don't know what America has been through. If you knew what America has been through, then you would then people would be with you for a long time. If Trump had cared, let's say Trump had cared about people. If he had cared about his people, then we would have been in the mess that we're in. If he had told the truth, then we would support him a little bit more. But since he
did tell the truth,
a liar, and wanna.
I hate to cut off Dale real quick. Candor, Richard. If you guys want Shanard back, man, I gotta do it. 10 apiece to this to the Cash App. 10 apiece to the Cash App. I'll let him back. Oh, going with the $2 super chat says, I'm done with Queen Shanard. My apologies, Dale.
Yeah,
but look how this country has been through, though, bro. And I'm telling you, if you think that Trump is one of the best presidents of the world, and you listen to me, you are dead wrong.
Okay, and I think you're wrong for supporting Biden. But anyways, hold on, excuse me. We gave you your I gave you my retort. Now it's my turn. So the Walmarts that were shut down in Chicago, this is pertinent information that Chicago Rilla asked for, was the Chatham Supercenter, which is 8431 South Stewart Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. The Walmart Health Center, 1715 North Kilpatrick Avenue, Chicago, Illinois.
That's north side.
And 8431 South Stewart Avenue, the super center.
That's the one you just talked about.
Oh yeah, my bad. And then 4720 South Cottage Grove Avenue, Chicago.
That's the mini one that I was talking about. And there's the fourth one.
Yeah, that was one of the
no, those are the three that's in the city of Chicago. The fourth one is
let me pull up
Homewood.
Yeah.
Did they close the one?
So I read the same one twice. My bad.
No, you good. I couldn't remember Chatham. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Did they close the one on 95th?
I know I missed you too.
And Evergreen?
95th and what? No.
They still have that one open?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they put a Sam's over there too. You talking about 95th and Western?
Yeah, 95th and Western, right across the street from what used to be the Evergreen.
Brother, there's a whole boom over there, man.
Oh no, I already know. I'm saying that's not even in Chicago. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I was telling him about Homewood because that was included in the fourth. So the one on 27th and Cottage Grove, I know because that's it was like a mini Walmart. It was like a temporary Band-Aid fix because
I remember that one.
Okay, the one on 84th, you can make a case on that one because there was an incredible amount of shrinkage. There was a ton of shrink over there. But on the flip side, on the other side of that, behind that Walmart, so wait, there's a Lowe's that's still there. That was right next door to that Walmart.
Yeah, I remember that Lowe's.
Okay, on the flip side, over there on 87, you still got that Food for Less. You got that movie theater, and then you got a Home Depot right there, and a Starbucks right there, and a Jewel right there.
Yeah, the Jewel has been there forever. And so is but I can understand why Lowe's is still there because Home Depot is still there.
Right.
Home Depot has been there forever. And I would imagine why, that Lowe's would still be there. But the Walmart, my God, I can't believe. I remember when they put it in.
Believe it. Yeah. My point when I say it like that, now that one I won't say is necessarily that they left because of tax, but I'm also not going to concede that they left because of shrink. I don't think it was because of shrink. But for whatever reason they left, right? What I'm saying is that area isn't hurting because that Walmart isn't there. That's the point that I was making.
That's not what the residents were saying. The residents were getting active and they were protesting the departure of these Walmarts. They were saying that they don't care about black people leaving.
You didn't see anybody in Chatham protesting that Walmart leaving like that. Brother, I promise you. Listen, they were raising hell over there on 47th because again, I just told you it was a food desert. That Walmart was a mini Walmart. It's not even a super center. It's not even a regular size. It's like a corner grocery store Walmart size.
I was surprised to see it
the
there.
logic behind there is
right. Do you know what I'm talking about, fam?
I do know what you're talking about.
yeah,
I was very surprised to
I
see
know what you're talking
it.
about.
It's I'm talking about the Black Suited Five. Like it was.
Yeah, I do. I was very surprised to see it there a couple years ago when I came and visited. I was very surprised to see it that they actually put one there. I would have never put a Walmart there. That
and tell them why you wouldn't have put one there.
First of all, that is a cesspool.
Crime.
Crime runs rampant there. I mean, it's not far away from Bronzeville, so I can see who they were trying to cater to. And Hyde Park is not far away from Hyde Park, but I just would have never put a Walmart there. That's definitely just like I wouldn't have put a Whole Foods in Inglewood. That was not very prudent of them, but I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to build up the city once upon a time, but they realized that they should allow the city to go the way of Detroit in that sense.
Well, my take is
they try to put a Whole Foods where?
So they built in 2016. They put a Whole Foods in Inglewood, Chicago, and Inglewood is not. Let's just say
it's like putting a Starbucks in Cabrini Green.
Yeah. Okay. So it's funny you say that because will you tell them what else is over there?
What in Inglewood?
Yeah.
Oh, man, they have
there's a Starbucks sitting right there on 63rd and Halsted.
Okay, yeah, there's a
Starbucks.
Is there a Starbucks in Cabrini Green though? Is there a
Cabrini Green doesn't even exist anymore.
No,
I mean, would there have been a Starbucks?
No, but hold on. This is where I slightly disagree with you. Now, I think that Whole Foods, it had nothing to do with crime. They didn't generate enough revenue. That was a community store. That was a tax write-off for Whole Foods. The same way that Starbucks is a community store.
But how are you going to complain about food deserts and not take advantage of it?
I can see. Just like they closed. Then they closed down the Aldi.
They're still outpriced, brother.
But then they
Whole Foods is still Whole Foods. They didn't adjust the pricing for the residents.
Did they? But why would they? Well, did they close Did they close the Aldi over there on 63rd? Right.
That I don't know, but I do know they put a like
one right by Inglewood High
School for Less in place of that. What's the name?
Okay.
That I don't know.
Look, the Star Schmucks has been there since I remember going to that Star Schmucks when I was in high school around 2099, 2000, 2001. That's been there forever. And that Subway, back when you used to be able to get clothing for the low over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but then they decided to build what was it? Is it Kennedy King or is it?
No, that's the thing. I'm glad you're going there. So Kennedy King has been there. They remodeled it. Now,
no, remember when I'm saying it's there now. It's been there for years, over 15 years now. But remember when it wasn't there. You remember when it was when the old building was over there?
Well, I mean, again, and I was in Atlanta around that time. But what I do know is that they have remodeled. They have rebuilt.
Yeah, they built it there, and then they made Green Line go. Well, the Green Line was already there, but then they made it go. Close. They built the school closer to the Green Line. I understand they were trying to do a lot of things to the city, but now what they're trying to do to the city is completely demolish these neighborhoods.
Correct.
Gentrify them and then build that mega golf course that's going from Lakeshore Drive all the way to Indiana, as well as the
Obama Center,
library. And I'm just saying, the problem here is that hindsight is 2020. People could have bought in or held the property that they had. And I'm not saying that everybody had property. We know most people there were in Section 8. But there were some older people who had property. For instance, my brother's wife, his mother-in-law owned a building right there off of 79th and Stony Island, right near 79th and Stony Island back in the 90s, forever. And she sold it in 2000, maybe 2001. And I remember that building was huge. And she sold it because she was retiring, number one. Number two, she didn't have anybody to bequeath it to because her daughter was moving to Atlanta with my brother. And they sold it to whoever investors. And I'm saying that's just generational wealth that was abundant. There people own these buildings. Black people own these buildings. But because they didn't have anybody to bequeath them to, they've gone the way of much real estate. It's either going to the Saudis or the whites or anybody else who's willing to who are willing to take it, hold it, do what they need to do to hold it, and then sell it for big dollar or prime dollars once all of the investors start flowing in. What's the name of that? Mariano's? Is that the name of the?
Yes. Yep.
So Mariano's, I wasn't there in the era of Mariano's. I left way before Mariano's started coming in. I left in 2009. And I just, I was back and forth, but I remember when Mariano's came on the scene. Mariano's bought a huge swath of land going from like 75th on down and the lakefront all the way down to like 79th in the lakefront, because they're going to build stuff there as well as a Mariano's there once they start breaking ground for that golf course. And I'm just saying that is the power of purchasing and holding property. I currently own a property on 84th and Union, right down the street from Calumet High School, because now that's a cesspool too, but I'm not about to get rid of it, because as soon as they start moving the young professional yuppie in, I'm going to capitalize on it. So I'm just saying there are reasons why they're doing what they're doing. Economics is a hell of a beast, and people, it's not hard to understand it. You don't need to be an economist or anything. All you have to do is a Google search, and you can get mountains of information on your local municipalities and what they are planning and what they are investing in. And it will behoove Black people to do that, especially Black people who live in those neighborhoods who don't own anything. That's it.
No, I agree with you. I was trying to come up the other day when you and the other brother was talking about.
Oh yeah, no worries.
I was going to tell you they're gentrifying 79th now.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I went to South Shore High School, and oh my God, 79th and Stony. Oh, where?
Oh, no, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about, so you have a property on 84th and Union, right? By Foster Park, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm talking about 79th from Halsted to Ashland.
Okay, yes, they are.
They're gentrifying over there now. By Leo, they're gentrifying over there.
By Leo, yes, they are. And but for good reason, because that is a major thoroughfare, a major hub into downtown Halsted is. So
hey guys.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Just chaotic. Let me just say this last part, because this is why I appreciate the brother being up here, because when people get to talking about how bad Chicago is, the politics, like all that's true, but they wouldn't be doing what they're doing in terms of gentrifying, investments, moving people out, bringing other people in. If the city was as bad, if it was Beirut, like how y'all saying it is.
It is
bad. It's I'm not saying it's well.
It's apoptosis, man. It's calculated cell death. They are doing this on purpose because they want to gentrify the city and they want to take it back to what it was, the city of old. The young professional, devoid of degeneracy, and I mean that's what it. I mean, like it or not, that's what it is, and it's gonna happen.
Who the hell's sleeping?
I don't know what that is.
I'm savage.
All right, with the $5. King, Shenard, and Dale are the kind of guys who get punched in the face in a fight, but they'll say, my face punched your fist in the knuckles. Guys, I gotta get the hell up out of here. Let's Savage go real quick. Enough with this Chicago history lesson. Thank you guys. Thank you, Rilla, for telling all about Chicago, Rilla. Savage, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Thank you so much.
Regardless if a city is or a piece of crap, people are going to invest money into it because, one, when you have a bunch of money, you have to put it places so that you don't lose it from devaluation of inflation. But also, you're always going to invest in bad neighborhoods because they're the cheapest. You're not going to Beverly Hills to buy all their property for destroy buildings and then put up a shopping center. You're going to go where the cheapest property is, and crime usually devalues the property value.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, you remember what Tremont was like back in the day, Chaotic?
I do. Yep, it was bad.
And how's it now?
It's almost like heaven on earth. Like almost literally like heaven on earth. Yeah.
Back in the 90s and early 2000s, there was constant carjackings, shootings.
Yeah.
And now a bunch of white folks have moved on in, and they've built nice houses, and they've mowed their grass, and they've put in new sidewalks.
Yeah, and homes. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's expensive as hell to live there.
Yeah. And I have noticed this too, back in the day, if you commit a crime over there, it seems like there are enhancements to your sentences.
Hey, listen, I remember Chicago was doomed. I knew Chicago was doomed when I was driving there around 2016 on 83rd and Cottage Grove, a place that was, I mean, destitute. And I saw a doggone spin class out of a big giant paned window out of a place that used to be a check and go, a doggone
currency exchange.
And I'm looking at that, I'm like, Lord, what? And it was all white people. I'm like, Lord, this is I knew it was over with. But I'm just saying, my point.
What do you mean by over with?
Over with meant that the old regime was leaving and it was going to be a hard fought battle. I mean, all those black people who were there before running amok, who were causing problems, were going to be fighting tooth and nail to retain what they thought that they owned, but they don't. And I don't mean actual ownership. I mean gang violence. I mean drug dealing, things like that. And I knew it was going to be, they were going to go the way of Detroit. They were going to fall off completely before they started raising up. I'm just saying, those are the telltale signs for me. Whenever I see things like that in neighborhoods that were once destitute and dilapidated, I know that that's what's about to happen. And they go through cycles, is my point. It's never just a boom, it's there. It'll be boom, you'll see that'll go away. It'll go to hell even more. And then before you know it, they're starting to demolish and create more commerce and better housing there. And not for the people who historically live there, for good reason too. I wouldn't build it for the people who historically live there.
Jonathan Barronville with the $5 super chat says Dale's mama only feeds him Cheerios in the morning. Cites his pledge of allegiance to Biden. Poor guy. Guys, I gotta get the hell up out of here. Salute to you.
All right.
Chicago, really, any last words, bro?
Nah, you know I appreciate you. Man. I'll holler at you on the next one, G. Appreciate you having me up there.
Man. Thank you so
much. All right, Chicago.
Blacks, any last words, man?
Oh man, a great show as usual. I was just watching in the background. I heard King JB talking his mess as usual. I ignore him. Great show, man. That's all.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Black Gen Z, any last words, man?
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that us as Black people and everybody really as Americans exercise our right to vote. You know, it's important to participate in this procedure so that we can control our outcomes, because if we continue to vote these radical leftist Democrats in, I'm telling you guys right now, it'll be the end of our country. Vote Trump 2024 or whoever they run for the GOP candidate, because we can't have 4 more years of Biden. And he is standing firm at, continuing to run next year. So, and check me out, Black Gen Z Mindset, my YouTube channel, where I cover inner city crimes.
Thank you so much.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.